Have we done it? We did it.
Hello.
Welcome to the pregame mattress. There it is.
In honor of weirdness, we all mattressed.
Yes, in honor of
Yes.
weirdness and that emote specifically. Hey, thanks, Randy.
Hey.
4 years. We are at the 4-year mark.
Good lord. It's many years.
It is many years. Isn't
It's 4 years on this
it? Channel.
Yeah.
which means that we are approaching, if not already past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's within a month. We'll have been on this channel longer than we were on mine.
Well, there it is.
Oh,
Truly the end of an era, and long since past the beginning of a new era.
Yeah,
We're in the era. Yeah,
yeah.
the era.
There
Like
Era.
Taylor Swift's eras. It's just
Correct. Yeah,
all in our eras.
many of them.
we're on our vigilante shit
Again.
again.
Happy birthday, weirdness!
Clap, 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 clap. Yay!
what do you do for a weirdness?
Who has everything?
Who has that?
What do you get over?
I honestly don't know.
Birthday moot?
Boot.
In birthday suits?
Oh, okay.
Whee! I don't think.
Then I.
Oh,
Ooh, a watch streak.
Ooh.
watch straight.
15 streams this month. I do not think we have streamed 15 times this
Yeah, I
month.
don't understand how Twitch calculates.
I think it's got the month in there by accident. And it just
Oh.
was in a row.
Right.
That,
they're
that's a
consecutive.
bug. That's a bug.
Yeah.
Like, a really low tier bug, but
What you don't know is that I've been streaming every night at 2 a.m.
But just of you sleep.
just 11 p.m. for Aragwen. It's her bedtime. Yeah, it
Aw,
helps her
that's-
settle into sleep.
What do you do?
It's actually not
in
me
Australia?
sleeping, it's Kate sleeping.
Oh, God.
That's less.
I just.
I do
take
believe
my
it's
phone
the
and
this.
just-
It's either the this or the this.
You sleep like this?
I definitely will find that my bangs do this, and it's because I do this when I sleep.
You
Yes.
sleep like a greaser.
I have
That's
no fucking
amazing.
clue. But I had to break the habit because there was a phase where I was sleeping like this, which is not helpful if there's someone in the bed with me.
More than once, I have woken up with like
Elbows
like an
in your head.
Ow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Woof. That sounds kind of dangerous, honestly.
no.
Oh, okay.
It's never been like a jab. It's just more like I'm asleep.
Crunch chapters from game manuals, honestly.
Honestly.
And in order to reach a flanking position, you and your ally need to be on opposite sides of your opponent, that is, within any of the squares to the left or right. And you gain often a +2 if you're playing D&D 3.5. You'll gain a +2 bonus.
I've gone
Oh.
full mattress.
Oh, well, sorry, Aragwen.
Oh,
You're gonna
sorry,
be a
we
little
have to be
sleepy for
awake.
today, yeah. Oh. I think you're gonna be a little sleepy today, Aragwen. It's just how it's gonna be.
Ability modifiers in missile combat. Attack roll and damage modifiers for strength are always used when an attack is made with a hurled weapon.
Always.
Here, the power of the character's arm is a significant factor in the effectiveness of the attack.
it's working.
You're right on time, Osmonosab. Right on time.
You thought Dante was going to be silent. Turns
Good
out,
night. Y'all got
Yeah.
this. Fun.
Aw, that's
It's
nice.
so sweet. Weirdness has the best emotes.
Blanket Fort stream. When? Marathon goal. Blanket Fort.
Our sound would be so dampened.
We
We
already-
have cameras inside the fort.
So we have a few things coming up for a potential marathon. Some ideas.
yeah.
We'll see which ones make it past the conception phase. But
Yeah.
like,
My favorite thing is that there's more ideas than there are goals currently.
Yes.
If that makes sense. Like,
Yes.
there's more like, we want to do this thing. Oh, why you want to do it? It sounds good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
might need some American help. We'll see.
Yep.
For shipping.
Yeah,
Right,
I was
right,
like, what do we need shipped? Think. Ah, ding. 12-hour marathon.
We're asking
Kiss
the
every
Americans
time.
to ship themselves. Sue us.
I just
Every
saw
time.
kiss every, and I was like, well, I guess I've got to kiss the first person.
This is fair.
You've
This is a
unlocked
fair
it,
reaction.
Eric.
I just want to see Liz walk in with a big sash that's like Greenwich Mean Time. Come on. Oh, and then someone, has to kiss her.
Right.
And
No,
then
they're
Scott
mean.
comes in and you're like, ooh, here's the
I'm
spicy
central.
Pacific.
Oh, okay.
Newfoundland time. I'll take that one.
Nice.
Oh,
the half hour.
Yeah.
Man, that's always a good time.
Yes, there are many time zones,
Yeah.
but there's only one way to change the way that I sound. So, last session we were using a new microphone. We have since decided that microphone did not cut it. So this
So
is a
we
different
cut it.
Yeah, we cut it. Yeah.
Return policies.
Which again, mic will sound different. What we want to know is if the mic sounds cool.
That'd be good to know. Truth.
So, we'll see how this one goes. This one's actually the
Younger cousin.
younger cousin of this one.
Oh, that's so cute.
We almost could make this work to just have the one microphone and just swing it around, but
You could double mic it.
Like treat him
Don't
like
say
he's
so.
at like a sports.
It's like
announcement
wearing two
situation.
condoms, right? Double the mics,
I
double
don't
the
think-
quality.
Now, I really
Um,
appreciate that, actually, Liz, as a segue, because sometimes if you think you're being safe, you're not, really. So it's important to go over what's actually safe and what's just a silly urban legend. We have these safety cards to keep ourselves safe whilst role-playing. You out there in Chatland do not have cards, but you do have options because your safety is important. I'll get to those in a second. What do these cards mean? The green card, aka the play card, means that whoever is holding it up is enthusiastically consenting to what's happening and is ready to keep playing. The yellow card, the pause card, means, hey everybody, I need to let you know something. Once the card goes down, play can continue. The red card, however, notice the stop card, is no laughing matter. It means that you need to stop playing. Because we're streaming, we'll probably go to like a be right back screen. But once everybody has discussed and everyone's feeling good to keep playing, play can resume. Now, like I said before, of course, you don't have cards, but your safety is important. If you need to communicate something to us, you can whisper RPGClinic. It goes to a big old screen right in front of us. We'll all see it. If you would rather either stay anonymous or for any reason, you can also message a mod. In the chat today, we have She Who Knows 10,000 Things, that's Aragwen, and Bleeds the Light Invincible, Kung Fu Fenris. And of course, there is always the option, if you need to stay safe, you can always leave. We don't want to see you leave, but please do if you need to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just wearing safety orange, in case anyone gets lost, they can all rally towards me.
There you go. You're the
huddle,
meeting
huddle.
point in like
Yeah.
parking lots and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I like that. Honestly, fair.
Watch the ticket.
I was gonna just not do a segue and be like, "Hi, let's talk about." Like, I was just gonna do it without, and then that was pretty good.
Don't double bag it.
Double bag.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Absolutely not.
Not even once.
Wasteful too.
not even for Scott.
Well, sorry, I would request it, but that's just like a personal thing. That's nothing to do with safety. Anyway,
Well, that happened.
okie doke.
No, we just literally watched the Netherlands
Win
win
like
2
3
medals.
sports.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, so
Was it a medal? Oh, right, because there was spoilers for today's Olympics. Cycling.
Women's road race.
Road race. Yeah, which was cycling. Then we were
The
watching
quarterfinals for field hockey.
field hockey, right? And then
Water polo.
we were watching water polo, and they also won there. But I
Yeah,
think that was just a
winning.
qualifier.
I'm sure.
I think it was a forgotten.
I
Yeah.
It didn't look.
Well, I went to turn it off, and there was like 30 seconds left, and they were up by 9 points. So yeah.
What?
Road rage.
Nice.
Horses.
That's awesome.
Nay.
It's awesome.
One thing that Canadians are not good at, it's equestrian events.
Oh, is that true? Is
Yeah,
that a
we
famous thing?
apparently do not do very well in equestrians.
Kind of
wonder why.
embarrassing when you consider that horses are such a big part of our, nationally recognized police force.
Oh, yes, sure. Well, they're all serving on the Mounties. They can't.
That's it.
Oh yeah, the best
It's
sources are
like
already.
hockey, right? They're too busy in the NHL. They can't go to the Olympics.
All the
enough.
criminals in Yellowknife are like, all right, the Olympics.
Time to go on a sweet spree. Rob the one bank and the one corner store. Anyway, okay.
However, that's not the only way to show off your accomplishments, having a medal. Sometimes it's by spending experience.
Aw.
3, 2, 1.
I don't want to. I don't want to show off my.
Americans didn't come dead last in shooting. They came dead last in the finals. For
Yeah, they came 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Wow.
Hell.
Sorry. I must have modified it and broken
no.
it.
Damn, that was locked and loaded, Aragorn, though. Well done. She was ready.
She was ready. She was like, "I'll just change the last letter if I have to."
Yeah.
God damn it.
What'd you get, Liz?
Oh,
I got another dot of insight, so now I'm at 4.
thanks, Eric.
That's a lot of insight.
Wow. Sorry, that's a lot.
Thank you.
Plus, don't you have a specialty? No, you don't
Yes.
have a specialty.
Motives. Look,
Oh,
right
an
there.
insight. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Liz enjoys a good insight.
That's right.
Marcus decided to pay attention to some of what Dante has been doing and purchased a dot in occult so that she can also know a bit about the Umbra and the things.
I like
Umbra
to think
and
that
the
all
things.
all Dante did was sit her down in front of like a VHS of The Craft.
Look, this is basically all I know. Everything else
Sorry,
I learned
can't
by
watch
almost
movies
dying.
without electric blankets anymore.
Ugh, any percent get in here.
Does that mean I have to get an electric blanket?
I don't know. Today, the answer is a big no because it's a
Absolutely
heat
not.
wave and has been all week. But
Only
maybe it
blankets
winter.
are a thing.
Every good mattress needs her trusty blanket.
Sorry. That's very funny. Actually, it is really becoming quite a. It's very funny. Now.
Yep. Yeah. Yarp. Yarp, yarp, yarp.
Rolling on mattress, laughing. Rommel.
Kind of dreading that they'll run out of things to spend XP on that fits them. I don't think so.
I did actually have a bit of a moment today where I was like, oh, I'm not sure what feels correct. And then I was like, I'm going to save for
How
another
many
gift.
rights and how many gifts?
Are there?
There's a lot. You'll know I'm desperate when I start buying dots of performance.
What I am going to ask though, is could you tell me how much each of you have in terms of renown?
Yes. I'll start. I have 2 glory, 3 honor, and 3 wisdom. So a total of 8.
3 glory, 3 honor, 2 wisdom.
3 glory, 4 honor, 1 wisdom. Total of 8.
How much honor?
So you're all at 8 currently.
Okay. So honorable. There's only one more tier, I think, right? 9 is total renown. 9 it allows you to access the
Yeah.
top tier of gifts
Of
from
gifts.
your.
Doesn't mean your character is done.
No, not at all. It's like they're gated in that way.
We'll see if you.
We're just hella famous.
We're just
So
that famous.
who's got a 4 in an honor? And it's in.
Honor.
honor? Yeah.
Do you have a 4 in anything else?
No
you,
renown.
you all kind of go 3,
3, 2.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Shall we see what happened last episode?
Oh yeah, if we can, that would be great.
You look at me.
The pack plus Zach broke into Alice's apartment to find a grand piano and a lot of dirt. Literal dirt packed thickly across the floor of the office. Handwritten letters, a Rolodex, 6 extra bracers, and sketches were discovered, but it took Troyans further digging to unearth the hidden ink. Alice had been recording each weathered storm guru's exploitability. Both Hannah and Juan had been used, with the latter and Zach tapped for spiralizing. Dante peeked into the Umbra at this Thurge's home and met a beetle spirit, patiently waiting.
Oh hi!
Too busy being distracted by how my shirt is still orange in the desaturated to notice that it was the wrong recap.
Whoops. But don't worry, guys.
Let's try again.
Yeah.
Zach confirmed the kidnapped woman is his mother, and the two had a tense exchange before the group brought her home and continued to downstream. They warned Apotheosis and Sky of their intention to retrieve the lost memories, and Apotheosis told Dante he may not like what he finds. In the Umbra, Beagle led Dante, Macris, and Troyan to a place where the gauntlet appeared calcified, close to the Black Watch, Project Twilight's headquarters. There, they dug up an orb of memories and claimed one apiece, each receiving a different perspective of the attack on Weathered Storm. The recollections confirmed that Project Twilight and the Black Spiral Dancers each launched an attack on the cairn, but were not allied with each other. Upon their return to Weathered Storm, the trio found a despondent Sept. Jennifer Slade was the first to break the silence, pointing to a spot on the ground and recalling, "It was here that Dawn fell, defending us."
No,
Then we'll get like a
'cause it's out
more
of the
be
speakers.
deafened. Yeah. Hi.
Shrink.
He's having a stadium-sized hot dog.
Stadium size. Stadium size.
Yeah. I think. If I
All right,
remember
here
what
you
the
go.
packaging was.
We call this the Big D as opposed to the Big O. It's in Montreal. Don't worry, but here it is. Boom. The Big D.
Yeah.
For dog. Obviously.
I don't know if
You alright, John? That looked a little painful.
I know what
to
it
me.
feels like now.
Stop.
kind of reminds me of
Stop.
Max, who will eat plants that he knows makes him throw up. And he'll do it every day. And then 30 minutes later, like clockwork, bleh.
But
I'm like, bud, you
But
understand.
it's got such a fun flavor and or texture, I
God damn it.
assume.
the difference, of course,
Is that
that
John's,
John's
a fully
about
grown
to play a
adult?
game.
Okay.
Yeah, and he knows. Yeah. Perfect.
I mean,
I don't need any context then.
Perfect.
One of these
Oh,
days, I'll be immune.
Yeah. Train yourself.
buddy.
Oh.
It's like iocane
Oh.
powder, mother.
didn't work today.
I love how cats chew, though, when they're like crunching and everything. Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Even if they're not supposed to be doing it.
John, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is it good? It looks good.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god! Can you at least show the remains to the camera?
Don't use
Because
the
it's
word
the fact that you
remains.
went after both ends.
Oh, don't say ends. Oh.
Well, yeah, it's because it's longer than the bun, so, you know.
It's a remarkably big hot dog.
The carnage.
That's why we call it the Big D. Carnage. Unbelievable.
So we should probably do some talking while he's eating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do folks out there have any questions? Do we have any questions?
A good question.
Some animals do sometimes eat grass as a digestive thing.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
We got him some cat grass for a while, but
Yeah.
it comes in little
Yeah.
containers.
The problem is, then they eat all the cat grass, and then there's no more cat grass.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you're like, well,
Doesn't
Yep.
grow back.
Well, that's like seeing Jugo Juice. They used to have like a little tray of wheatgrass or something to put in your smoothies, and I'm like, that's got to disappear faster than it like regrows,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
yeah.
They just
Have a bunch
order a
of that.
tray a week or something. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite smoothie?
Watermelon wiggle.
What's in a watermelon
It
wiggle?
was like on tap.
Watermelon. Oh,
I've
God.
also, I should point out, I've never seen Kate eat a smoothie.
Well, it's so. Sorry to shill for a random corporation, but unlike many smoothie places, they don't put milk or yogurt or anything in it. It's just fruit juice. And I don't remember because my brother worked part time at one for a while, so I sampled many a smoothie. So I know it's got watermelon and like apple juice and probably some other amazing fruits. It's tasty. Used to be the Popeye, but they replaced the spinach with kale, and kale tastes like dirt. Spinach disappears, so kale ruins everything.
You know what? Actually, I came to that conclusion earlier today too. I just don't like it. Yeah. I don't have a. I mean, that's amazing, by the way. I don't have the same kind of answer on tap. But if I were to build myself a smoothie, it would be a base of mango, because that is a quality fruit for a smoothie.
Blueberry peanut butter is always going to have a...
Oh,
good
yes.
place
Oh,
in my heart.
blueberry and peanut butter. That's a fun combo.
Yeah, blueberry, peanut butter, and then either coconut or almond milk
But we
as a
have
combo
those
is
things.
very good.
Oh my god.
A little bit of maple syrup in there, too.
Rope press.
You're-
I mean, really, like,
Valid.
honestly, if I have to make an Infernal Exalted someday, I'm just gonna be Kale.
Kale whispered.
Kale whispered. Shut your face, that's funny. Kale whispered. If you haven't seen Exalted
Protein.
Academy, that's Liz's character's name.
Yeah.
who famously was not a terrible person who didn't ruin everything.
She had her moments.
She had her moments, that's for sure. There you go. Oh, damn. Oh.
Summer strawberry is also a good one. Strawberry peaches, apple juice, cranberry juice.
Oh my god.
Patita de coco.
All right. I'll fight you, Kung Fu Fenris. I'll lose. I'll die, but at least I'll have defended.
Yeah, bring your horse.
I'll have defended Scott's honor.
Thank you.
They've discontinued the watermelon wiggle. Life is over.
Oh, damn, Kale does ruin
They do have a mango magic though for you, Scott.
Yes.
Mango
Bring your
juice,
horse.
orange
Your
juice.
friend laughs. There's so much sass.
Kale's asking real questions. It's very true, actually.
All right. Shall we?
It's probably that time. Probably.
Mine's
note-taking.
I've never had a smoothie.
Time to rectify the situation.
Lots of smoothies contain things I.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, fair, actually.
So I've always been like, people are like, let's go get smoothies. And I'm like, I'll catch up with you. Because a lot of smoothie places are very much about like, we're so fresh. And I'm like, that's
not
the
good.
opposite of what's good for
Yeah.
me.
Womp womp.
All right. You know, what's strange to me is that I don't have memories of being delivered bad news in such a way that it drops the bottom out from under me. I have been told things like, this is something that's happening, and the ones that really stick out in my mind are the ones that are more unique and not the ones that have been personally the most devastating. I remember where I was when I found out that a project that I was working on was canceled. I remember my father telling me about my grandmother's passing over the phone. But it was something that we knew was going to happen. But the things that I don't remember are the absolutely devastating ones. So maybe it's because when I'm told news, bad, good, or any news that is just life-altering, what I need is for it to be in a specific place, at a specific time, in a specific way, for it to lock in my memory. I am a Galliard, and so if I have news to give you, I'm going to have to hope that I do it in such a way that it will lock for you three. Today is a new moon. We are currently clouded from Luna's eyes, which might mean that we'll have to be more clear than ever. Because what we're going to learn today is going to matter to the three of you. From here on out, you're going to hear the truth. According to some. Do you want to remind people where you are?
I'm going to enforce your conditioning, so please.
Thank you.
We are at the Cairn of the Weathered Storm. Having just visited the Umbra to retrieve everyone's memories of the attack that happened some time ago. And now everyone is very much in a state of shock, and they're all sort of taking turns recounting what they remember from that day.
Yeah.
Dante can't talk.
Yes, that is yeah, thank you. Dante made a deal with the beagle spirit that led them to these hidden memories that were then uncovered, freed, and partially, in fact, absorbed. Each of us gained the memories of one of the fallen from the attack. But anyway, yes, that's all old news. Now we basically ran towards howls of pain and sadness on the mountain at the Cairn of the Weathered Storm. We're sort of around the campfire-y center.
Making s'mores.
We are not making s'mores currently, that I'm aware of. We could.
Macros is stoking the fire, though.
and getting the graham crackers out.
I think we went straight there. For,
You don't have an emergency s'more kit. I don't.
When I run this care.
Is that a challenge?
S'mores for everyone.
That's like your campaign prompt.
Yeah.
The challenge, yeah.
More s'mores.
Does there exist a good melty vegan
Marshmallow, yes.
marshmallow?
Yes, actually.
Yes, it do.
That is doable.
Yes, it do.
Doesn't last very long in the cupboard, I will say.
But then you put it in hot cocoa and
Yes, yeah.
it chills the fuck out.
nice.
Truth.
So Jennifer Slade just delivered that line. I will remind people that Dante currently is bound by his promise to a beagle spirit.
Incommunicado, one might say.
Can't even dance.
You could, just not communicatively.
He can't pyres dance.
I can't. No one
He
can.
can brom dance, but he can't pyres dance.
I seem to recall rolling a lot of successes as Brom dancing. Thank you.
It didn't communicate anything but, oh damn, this beefcake can move.
That's true. That was exactly the point. Okay, sorry. Not now. Okay. However, Dante is. Oh, he just went over to like basically he's embracing Dew, or he's like
Yeah.
kind
Because Dew is pretty torn up.
Dew is pretty torn up. Yeah, that's where he is at. And yes, turned to see Jennifer Slade, who's delivered the line, "This is where dawn fell."
What do you mean, fell?
You're going to have to repeat the question. Slade does not answer the first time. Seemingly that she's just out of it enough that she's not quite.
She stands up and closes the distance. What do you mean you remember she fell?
I saw her get shredded. Here. And off to one side, you see Guy. Yeah. Multiple bullets. I think they were silver tipped.
Does anyone else remember seeing it?
Gradually, everyone present raises their hand.
Troy looks at Dante briefly just to see what his eyes are doing.
They are unfocused, staring into the fire, and they are very confused. I would say it's a you can see the gears turning moment.
Can we see that? Just
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
This is the fire.
Sorry, I'm gonna focus slightly below the camera.
Shit.
Yeah, that's.
Macros sends off a text to Apotheosis. How are you and the rest holding up?
Okay, I'll let you know if there's an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Nothing ever sounds good coming out of my mouth.
You said it, John. Not true, but
Like, here, listen to this.
okay.
Scott,
Yeah.
dinner's ready. See, nothing
Whoop!
sounds.
I gotta go. I can't stay. All of a sudden.
So I'm just going to remind people that of the Weathered Storm Guru, all of them have assembled here except Cleves Eli isn't there. You know where he is.
Yeah, he's
Oh, yes, of course,
downstream.
right, yes.
Downstream. Alice isn't there. You know
Yeah.
she is.
I think your head's still somewhere on here.
Nice.
It's just
oh,
like
yeah, we
off
gave
to
it
the
someone.
side, like
Yeah, they're stashing it for us until we can visit
You gave it
Stag.
to Sky.
It's on ice.
it's on ice. Awful. Okay.
There we go.
That's probably it.
Everyone else is present. And then the three of you.
Okay, I need an OOC refresh here for a second.
Yep.
Everyone accused Dawn of being a traitor and that she was dead to them. Was that because Downstream didn't come to their aid?
Correct.
Okay. So she had no reason to be present. Right?
Well, she
Because-
should have come to their. All of Downstream didn't help, and she's part of the pack with the other two.
But
or
Dusk-
the family.
Dusk never brought the message, though.
They don't know that, right?
No,
Well,
but this is why I'm like, we as the pack know, right? Because Dusk
we
said
found that out from Dusk.
Yeah.
Exactly. But until 3 days ago, or whatever time frame it's been, everyone assumed that Apotheosis had been asked for help and just did.
But either way, it should be a big surprise that she was fighting for the...
Correct.
Okay. Cool. Cool. cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Should be a big surprise.
It should have been, right? Because they all metaphorically killed her. Like
Yeah, you're dead to us.
You're dead to us.
because you didn't help
Symbolically
us.
killed her.
Not the logistics of it, like yeah.
Well,
okay.
but also, yeah, if Dusk said, "Oh, I wanted to keep my sister out of this, so I never brought her the message," how did she end up there?
Yeah.
The Howls, probably. I don't know. Anyway. Okay.
Oh boy.
You get a message back
Yeah.
from Apotheosis.
Yeah.
It just says, working on it.
Okay.
Dante, your phone rings.
Like rings? Oh,
Yeah.
how
As if
embarrassing.
someone's calling you.
Oh my god, so embarrassing. Who is it?
It's your sister.
I can't answer that.
Put it to voicemail.
Yeah, I can't even text back. Yeah, I let it go to voicemail.
Okay.
Well, I sure hope that's not too bad. In fact, I reject the call, so it goes straight to
Yeah.
voicemail. Yeah. No, it's fine. And then, like, in the middle of that, Dante kind of stands. There's a lot of energy coming off of him, but he has nothing to do with it, so he shoves his hands in his pockets and just kind of looks back up at Jennifer Slade.
She looks back at you and then remembers that your dumbass can't talk.
Please, eagle ass.
Tell me again how long he's going to be like this.
One day.
Come back tomorrow. That Moonfall will have a moot, and you'll have your answers. Bring her.
Dante balls up his fists.
Troyan looks for Hannah York.
Ah, well, she is around.
Her eyes are
She's
fucking
looking for the
doing this,
only
probably.
living theurge who's able to communicate at this present time.
I'm still alive. Okay. thank you.
She is present. She seems to be gravitating towards the heart of the cairn, but like clearly is not making an actual effort to go there.
Is there any way that these memories could have been tampered with further?
That's a nice way to say hello. Why?
Because
Do you have a habit of questioning the things that you remember? No. Not as far as I know. But anything's possible. Why? What isn't adding up?
the fact that Dawn was here, when you all decided that she was dead to you because she wasn't here. That's strange.
Well, none of us remembered it.
None of you remembered anything.
No.
None of you remembered any of you being here.
Good point.
But for some reason, she was the one singled out, when it now seems clear that she was present.
As far as we remember,
And that's why I asked, is it possible?
it might be. Look, and there's this, like, no, roll me Winsight. Fuck you.
Yay! You get to use that 4th dot.
Yeah. All right.
For you specifically, Guy and Brandon are both kind of slinking their way toward you.
Macros would definitely move towards Guy at least. I'm just trying to find the name of my.
Hannah wishes she had the answers.
No.
And she absolutely does not have the answer. Things are not squaring the way that they should. And more than anyone else here, she's like, I should know why.
That calms Troyan somewhat. She was just getting pissed that everyone was stating things as definitive fact. So the uncertainty is helpful. Right. We'll be back.
I'll remind you that most of the people in this cairn are still under the effects of the complacency.
So Macros is approaching Guy. Received memories ourselves. I didn't necessarily experience what was experienced, but I think there would be some comfort in knowing that you were still fighting.
Of course I was still fighting. I was always ready. Just because we are in the shadows part of the time doesn't mean that we aren't fighting.
What I mean is that when From the Inside fell, he knew that you were still fighting.
Oh. Oh.
Macros reaches out to put a hand on his shoulder.
He reaches out and just... You ever get hugged, like, way too hard?
Yeah.
And, like, the kind of hug that, like, it feels good, but, like, you're also like...
Yeah. Please don't crack my ribs.
Please.
You're so strong. Yeah.
Brandon off to the side just sort of looks at the two of you and then... Yeah. Dew has calmed somewhat. But now he just looks more confused than anything else.
You and me both, buddy. I don't say, obviously. But that's
how you violate your... You be both, buddy.
Oh, both, buddy. Oh, shit.
Beagle tears her throat out.
Nice. Fitting end, really.
Once released, Macros will step back a bit. We'll give you all space and time. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah. Look, I was wondering that for a long time. Thank you. You should go. Your phone rings again.
Mm-hmm.
Macros sticks her hand out.
Janet.
Yeah. I motion like, let's
And
leave.
yeah, start leaving.
But then I will pass my phone off to Macros, someone who doesn't know Janet. That should be good. I don't think
has Dante ever been known to drive a motor vehicle in Macros' presence?
His
His little
Yes.
RC car.
Right.
Wow. Who was driving the vehicle that got us into that accident that put us in the hospital? Is my question. Who did we say was driving? Probably Troy. Okay. So
Please don't deport me. Hello. I forgot which side of the road we were on. My bad.
Very good. But yeah,
right, then yeah.
that sounds good.
Dante's driving right now. This is his friend Chris.
Oh.
His name is Dante, right?
Uh,
What's his real name?
Daniel.
Damian? Oh,
Daniel?
oh, don't look at me like that.
Dan?
Dan.
Okay. Dan's driving right now. This is friend friend Chris. Oh shit. Kate's bad. Macros.
I
guess they
really need
Macros
to speak
got
to
it.
Danny. Can he pull over or something?
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I just had a weird thing happen with an ex.
Dante can't hear this, but he's definitely like, "What's up?" Like, just like staring at Macros.
I'm gonna pass you over to him. Let him know what's going on, and she's gonna hit speaker.
Danny?
He's listening.
Dante clears his throat just to, I'm not communicating. Oh God, I'm trying not to trick. I really try not to trick this. But he just makes a noise to make sure that there's someone there.
Okay. I'm gonna have one of the two of you
Yeah.
can roll me a manipulation subterfuge.
I've got 5.
6.
A 4. I think it should be you, not you though.
You're not on the phone.
Yeah, one of us.
Oh, but it's on speaker now.
Jordan's like, oh, I'm also in the car. Hi. Yeah, please.
The difficulty is going to be 5.
Can it be Troyan's roll, or is she not
If you want it
participating
to be
enough
Troy's
yet?
roll.
Just pop on in here.
Okay.
Hop on in here, Nicole. Why not?
Oh my god, hi. Okay. Who's helping? Can people help?
Can we help?
How would you help?
I
You tried to cough.
I definitely. Well, yeah. Resetting my willpower.
I mean, I stated that he's driving.
Yeah, you should reset your willpowers here, folks.
Oh yeah.
I stated that he was driving. Unbelievable. Look, I'm calling it right now. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna hang up and just be like, geez, tunnel later.
I'm gonna say that only one of you can help at this point.
Yeah.
Right. Go for
That's
it.
fair.
Whichever.
Yeah.
It sounds more suspicious if there's 3 people around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Oh, Dante can't talk. His sore throat.
Come on.
Come on.
Do I dare? Do I dare reroll that one?
You know I'm down.
You wouldn't, right? You just do the 2?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's a 1 and a 5 on the pitch dice is all.
6 successes. I got a second 10. Sorry, it was exciting.
And I'm laughing at Splooey. He's like, tee.
Yeah.
Is there a Mr. Butts here? Tee.
Then you better go catch it.
Danny, Peter came over here. He was really upset. He started talking about how I don't even know if I understand what he was saying. About how he let you down. I don't know. Do you know anything about this?
Dante looks really confused, upset, and a little emotional. And says nothing. There's just, I presume there's just silence.
Okay, you're busy. I get it. I'll just call me back, okay? Bye. Click.
Oh my god. Was wondering if he was still there. At her place.
Didn't sound like it.
He showed up, like, lost his shit and left.
Dante's inner monologue, which I just want to share, is of course he goes, sounds like fucking Code 902, yeah. He doesn't say that.
Where are you headed?
We actually have a full day planned, because I forgot we also have to meet, what's his face? Risk in the park. Nicole has to meet Risk in the
Oh,
park.
jeez. Macros was gonna head down the hill straight to Cocorico, get a massive pile of chicken sandwiches and potatoes and salad, and then bring it back up to the mountain for the people.
Yeah.
Because when you're really upset, you don't necessarily think about eating well. So it's also affordable and delicious. So she
take
does
a
that
corporate
and then continue.
Juan accepts the food. Juan seems slightly less upset than everybody else.
Is she back on the bond? When we return.
She's like at the edge.
Back at that. Okay. Because she was. I know she wasn't, and then
Yeah.
I'd be curious. Yeah. Okay.
Off to meet Risk, I guess.
I guess. I completely
this-
forgot. But
A good idea.
we can also...
Violent Dante.
No, it's not.
To be fair, technically we shouldn't be there at all,
Because
right? It should be just you.
Yeah.
It's probably a come alone situation.
that was okay. Dante was simultaneously or almost simultaneously like that was the same time as being in the Umbra and meeting Beagle, and we went straight to Beagle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
2 days. Yeah,
But Dante's... Oh, did we say 2 days? If
Yeah.
we said 2 days, that's great.
I
I
think
thought
so.
it was tomorrow.
I don't remember either.
I hope it's 2 days, because
Yeah.
I want to do the mood.
yeah.
I want to do the mood.
I guess we can say that we wouldn't deliberately miss this meeting with Risk. To
No.
be clear, that's
Yeah.
I think, if it was us being like, we'll shrug them off. NBD.
No,
like,
no,
this
we're
feels-
not trying to ghost
The
him.
call was supposed to take place. I think Hill's right. It was supposed to take place the day after this mood.
Works
That's
for me.
perfect.
I think that you had planned it because you had figured that Dante wasn't going to be able to speak for a day.
Good job, past us.
I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna put my foot in my mouth, so it's probably better this way. JK. But that is a good question. If we're waiting out. If we're, preparing time for
This is the same day that we went to Alice's apartment. Then we went to meet Beagle. Now we've released the memories.
Well, it's
been
the-
a full day or the night. Yes.
Yeah,
night.
because his thing
Started.
activated at
I
moon.
haven't. Yeah,
Moon thing.
at night.
I think.
God damn.
At night.
So we could go see Code 9, or go try to find Code 902 if he's still at the same house.
Yes.
Or we could go to downstream. Or we could sleep.
Downstream feels important. So does kind of Code 902. I can't really give you Dante's thoughts on the subject.
No, but you can give
Unfortunately.
me Scott's thoughts on the
Yeah.
subject.
Scott's thoughts.
Scott's, that's
Hey everybody, welcome back to Scott's Thoughts. I do feel like
no. I think we declared that we'd specifically drop
It's
it off on our way.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
dashed the town.
Yeah.
yes, that's right.
Yeah, we stash it.
I
Smart.
would suggest we go back to downstream. He might even be there.
Mm-hmm.
And just check in, like you said, working on it, quote unquote, working on it. We should check in.
Okay.
We
I will
should check
point
in
out
on.
that if you go and see Dante's sister and Dante still can't speak,
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. No,
that's-
that's not
Yeah,
good.
I meant not Janice's place, but the place where he was staying, Juan's
The pie.
parents' place. The pie place.
Pie place.
Rusty pie
The
kitchen.
site of the pie.
I think
Yeah, so I think downstream makes sense as well, because then we can also be like, hey, can someone call Peter? Someone who he'll actually talk to.
Yeah.
And to check in on apotheosis.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What do you remember? Not mention that we've seen anything or heard anything. So Macros would be talking about this as they were heading. I guess.
Perfect.
so you're going back to downstream.
We are.
When you get to downstream, the moon is outside holding a vape pen and looking at it as if like, dare I? No.
nice.
But
Hello, friend.
then looks up at the three of you. They are dressed down at this point, but dressed down for To the Moon means like Armani jacket around a t-shirt.
Amazing.
Hi.
Dante does one of these. He juts his chin up in greeting.
That's
That counts.
Too communicative.
Too communicative. Thrusts his hands deeper in his pocket.
How's everyone doing over here?
oh, not great. Apotheosis isn't even here. She stormed out.
Do you know where she went?
No idea. I didn't bother asking.
Like-
She was in a state.
Immediately,
What do you mean immediately?
I texted her and asked her how everyone was doing back here.
What did she say? Working on it.
Working on it.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to her phone. Look, I thought it was wise to let her go. It looked like she was about to tear the place apart.
Did you get any new memories recently?
Yeah, I did.
Can we know what it is?
Yeah, I found out that I'm not the traitor to Gaia that I thought I once was.
Can you elaborate, please?
There's this very distinctive challenge in their eyes, as if it's like, yeah, tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead, tell me. I fucking dare you.
We literally just need more detail.
I was ordered. I navigated around the mountain. I was told that I needed to start trying to report on if there was any other attack or from any other direction. I insisted to try to get into the fight, and I was told not to. I was ordered not to.
Who ordered you?
This cleaves the lie.
Fuck.
And
He was
who
in charge of Weathered Storm at the time.
ordered you to Weathered Storm in the first place?
We all just went. There was a call.
A call. Where did the call come from?
It was a howl. A howl of distress.
Is it a howl you recognized?
Probably do.
Okay, probably, but you're not sure?
It's war. That kind of thing fucks with you.
These details are really important. I'm sorry
know.
I'm making you revisit them.
There's such a thing as fog of war. It becomes very difficult to know what's happening because everything comes down to a singular focus. Everybody in downstream, as far as I know, can eat any percent. Apotheosis.
And this was all because you heard a call.
Howl of distress.
Okay.
Can I really?
So, I will, just before you ask, a howl of distress is like you hear this,
Yeah.
you deal with it.
Gondor
Yeah.
calls for aid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Gondor calls for aid. That's
Yeah.
exactly it. And it basically is, there's levels. Like it could just be, I'm in trouble and I need
Yeah.
help. But generally, if you're howling that loudly, it's we're all fucked. Get here. Galliards have the ability to project their howls just a bit more, so it is conceivable that someone from downstream could have heard the howl and then
Right. Of
Pushed
they
it out.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will also ask, who wants to roll an intelligence leadership?
I do. I would like to. Sorry, unless you would like to.
Whatever you learn, you won't be able to share it with us.
Is my only concern.
So Scott, roll.
Yeah.
But of the two of you, who wants to roll intelligence
Hey.
leadership? Margaret's is like,
And
Whoa.
4.
Yeah, I got 2.
I'm dumb.
I have no leadership.
Sheep. Oh no.
Dumb sheep. But I'm cozy and fluffy. Wolf and sheep.
3 successes.
You're a sheep in wolf's clothing. In dog's clothing.
I also got 3 successes.
Okay, so then I'll just tell you both.
Makes sense.
What Cleves asked to the moon to do, if indeed this is what happened, this isn't bad tactics. Especially if there was an attack on 2 fronts, knowing if there's a third coming in or knowing where other people might be coming is definitely a good idea. It is a little strange that you would ask to the moon, a Philodox, as opposed to a Ragabash. Any percent, he or Brandon would have been a better choice if you're going by stereotypes. But that's not necessarily a wrong choice. It's possible that they couldn't find any of the Ragabash or that they were already locked in combat. So this is not an indictment against Cleves the Lie. It's more of it would probably be a source of shame to a werewolf who wanted to be in battle, who didn't get the chance.
Yeah.
Honor, but not glory.
Right. Well, there you go. My question is, when To the Moon was naming people just now,
Howling is not communication.
in this sense. Yeah. When To the Moon was listing people just now, like the people from downstream who went, I feel like there was a bit of a weighted pause, apotheosis. Was there? Would I be able to tell if there's
Insight.
any? Yeah, great. Thank you. Any more insight?
Are they all fucked up over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
So, Macris reaches out towards the vape pen. What about finding out you weren't a coward is upsetting you? And she puts her hand. She puts her hands on it, but doesn't pull it away. unless she lets
There's
go.
like a sigh, and then To the Moon just lets it go. What was the question, sir?
What about finding out you weren't a coward is upsetting you?
Because for the past 3 years, I wondered whether I was. For the past 3 years, everyone else assumed that I was.
A lot of assumptions were made, and I'm sorry that you suffered for it. Don't suffer more for it. And she hands the pen back.
4 successes.
To the Moon snaps the vape pen in their hand.
Poof.
Ah,
Oh man! Oh, there's
Yeah,
keys
big
everywhere. Yeah. Oh. 4 successes.
and you're looking for specifically.
I was trying to determine whether To the Moon has is hiding memories of apotheosis from us, like whether there's any new weight to the name. You know, I'm not gonna be able to tell what it is, but
To the Moon is definitely feeling like, according to them, that they believe that everybody in downstream, instead of not assisting in the attack, did.
okay.
And that there's some stolen valor here, or at least denied valor, because nobody acknowledged that they were there, and the two Karens have been at odds since, because there was this assumption that they weren't there.
Yeah, for sure.
However, when it comes to apotheosis, right now there's kind of like, so I know what I remember. Why are you storming out of here?
Yeah.
There might be more to it that has not been said.
Okay.
Troyan wants to go find Cleves right the fuck now.
Where?
The guy seems to know a lot.
Cleves is inside. He's fine.
She walks in with purpose.
What about you?
Yeah, she'll head in.
You?
Just looks at To the Moon. Doesn't say anything.
If this is how Alice was every other day, I would have killed her without her knowing that she was a BSD.
There's like a hint of a smile. He's gonna go.
Alice was allowed to show emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing, what Alice could not do was try to communicate with somebody else in a specific, I need you to understand.
Yeah. I need to
Reactions
make this
are
point.
fine.
I need to make this
The
point.
blank Dante is kind of fun. Can you do it again?
PKJ Dante.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, there's a smirk at that, funny.
There's something wrong with her. I don't know what it is. But I can't go and find her because I have to protect this place right now. We still aren't up in numbers. I mean, you're gallivanting around and you can't even say anything. You mute sorry ass motherfucker. There's some like a little bit of like warmth behind it.
Playful shove? Playful shove.
I'll rip your nuts off.
I can't. Yeah, there's some banter that Dante would like to be engaged in right now, but he's just gonna go.
Okay, the two of you are headed inside.
Yep.
Yeah.
So downstream is dark. It isn't like no lights, no nothing, but it feels like somebody has manually turned the lights down here. There are fewer screens on than there were. Instead of the sound of whirring computer fans, you actually hear the fridge more than anything else. Sitting down here is just Cleaves the Lie and Packet Loss, who are sitting here seemingly content in the dark. Cleaves the Lie is sitting just with his hands steepled under his chin. And Packet Loss is more just curious, but seems very content to be chill.
Troyan marches over to Cleves, grabs a chair, and sits on it backwards.
Pulls like Captain America.
Yeah.
Exactly what I want. Yes.
And speaks in
You've got
such
detention.
yeah, and speaks in such a way that Packet Loss will be able to read her lips. Like she positions so that she can be seen by both.
So Packet Loss, unless otherwise told, Packet Loss will be able to understand you.
Great, perfect.
You can conceal things from Packet Loss if you want to try.
So far, the
For people
intention.
who may not know, Packet Loss is deaf and therefore cannot hear.
You have your memories back.
Yes.
And what do you remember?
I remember successfully defending the cairn. I remember receiving help. And I remember losing a lot. Day. We were attacked on both sides by two different enemies who were not coordinated. I don't even want to know what it would have been like if they were.
You know that downstream came to your aid.
Yes, I do know.
And yet, at the end of the battle, somehow you understood that they'd never shown up at all.
At the end of the battle, I remember that there were no members of downstream cairn. They had all been ordered to go home, as far as I know. Which is understandable in hindsight. What if there was another attack? What if we were trying to divert resources from one cairn to another? He definitely is like more confused than sad. No, give me an insight. Both of you.
Nice.
Winsight.
That's my favorite portmanteau so far. It's really good.
I mean, it's better than Streknology.
Although,
That's a brute ski for me.
oh,
2 successes.
shut up, old man! Oh my God, Troy.
I will give you an option. Either you can get something out of it, but you will lose your temper, or you don't get the information you're seeking. And by lose your temper, I mean you will commit a faux pas.
Ooh.
On the one hand, we've been trying to.
For you, Macros,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a
On the other
question?
hand, he's an old man. He's not even a leader anymore.
Is there something that's like standing out as peculiar to him?
He is displaying in your mind.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm going to wait until I get
Yeah,
Macros's answer.
friends.
Troyan's answer.
Let's say she does lose her temper. And you tell me if I do it to an adequate degree.
All right, I'm going to give you the answer.
Yeah.
And you're going to interpret it differently.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
But I'll give you more of the answer than you would have gotten if you hadn't agreed to this.
Okay.
There's a calmness about Cleaves the Lie because he understands that he still made the right leadership call in the moment. He is enough of a leader that he understands that there is loss and that there is going to be like mistakes made on the field of battle, and he also understands that yes, he is responsible for basically exiling all the members of Downstream for 3 years. But he also recognizes that there must be a reason why he did it. He just doesn't know yet. He hasn't figured it out. So he is doing his best not to just be like, oh my God, what have I done? And instead be like, huh, okay, so they were there. What happened? Now, you can choose to interpret this in a couple of different ways. One, Cleaves the Lie is absolutely aware that something has been done to conceal the truth. Two, you can lose your fucking temper over it because clearly he has done a disservice to many guru in this city, and maybe it's his fault.
But I don't get a sense that there's something that he's remembered that seems particularly odd.
Odd?
Specifically, I'm trying to see whether he's like, wait, I saw Apotheosis die, but she's alive. Like, that's basically the kind of, like, emotion.
There's nothing that... The main source of his confusion is, why did I
Send them away.
send them
Yeah,
away?
okay.
Why did we spend the past 3 years at
Yeah.
odds? He is not like, shit, that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, there's there's nothing that's standing out like that at the moment in
Not
his
quite.
behavior. Okay.
But you might be able to ask
Yeah.
questions of the
Yeah.
trigger memories. But I want to see how Troyan deals with this.
This is unbe-fucking-lievable.
Pardon?
Didn't you cure yourself of complacency? Didn't you? And you're just sitting there, coming across this big epiphany that you're the reason why these two cans have been at odds for years. Playing right into the Spiral's hands, right into Project Twilight's hands. And there are pieces that are not adding up in these memories. And don't you understand that they're still manipulating us somehow?
Cleaves the Lie shifts forward, and that old man strength in his shoulders just starts. You need to watch your tone.
You're right. I'll do what all of you have been doing ever since the attack. Calmly deciding that our own kind are the enemies.
You get slugged in the stomach.
Great.
Yeah, let's fight.
She's gonna try to punch him back.
You know, sure.
Great.
We're not going to call this combat just yet because I think it's really more of a meh. But why don't you roll me your strength roll?
I want Packet Loss to be like, guys, no!
Yeah, we all just get along.
Yeah, the enemy's out there, man!
Also, gain a rage.
Yeah, I was gonna
Great.
say,
Thank you.
this feels like a rage gains hitch.
Where you get
Nope.
man's strength.
Oh yeah, he's got old man strength.
Seriously.
That
And
would have been very unlucky, Liz.
No, it would have been great. I would have done some serious damage.
That's
What?
partially why I think it's a bad thing.
You just snap his
Yeah, exactly. Just goes back.
punch me, falls back. He like lands wrong
Yeah.
on the corner.
We needed him.
Yeah, we actually famously
Yeah.
need him. We don't have anyone else. I guess we're burning Weathered Storm down.
Okay. Successes?
I'm not going to do a reroll, so we'll do 3 successes.
Okay.
I'll stick with it.
You both rolled 3, so you'll both get a good like you just punch each other's fist.
Yeah.
Fuck, shockwave.
Yeah.
You get caught in the stomach.
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to hit him? Aim low.
I was gonna say not his head.
Let's say the
neither.
ribs.
So the two, I mean,
It's
I'm
a
not,
hook
don't
to the
even
ribs.
bother marking the damage, because unless you're going to continue fighting, it won't matter.
Macros is gonna like straighten up and step forward, and then like settle back once they, I assume.
Is this enough of a loss of temper to justify the brutal, or should I? Okay, should I keep?
Should I keep going? No.
Should I keep hitting him?
Stupid cub.
Still.
He looks at Macros as if it's like, all right, you've lost.
You want to go?
No. Do you?
No.
This is what I remember. Code 902 and Ken were told to remain here to defend the cairn against possible threat. At the time, we didn't know that there were that many Black Spiral dancers here, nor did we have an idea of what Project Twilight even was. They remained here. I remember any percent apotheosis and to the moon, close to the Bon. I told for them to protect our flanks. Apotheosis. Dawn refused and started to defend the heart while the other two ranged outside. I let it happen. A leader cannot be questioned in times of war, but
Well, no one got to stick around, and no one could remember what to question, so got off completely free on that front. I guess it's not war anymore, so
I'm not the leader anymore.
based on what you're remembering,
Yes.
does anyone stand out?
What do you mean? Are you looking for war stories?
Troyan gets up and like just goes to the guest room area and starts pacing angrily.
There's kind of like
Okay.
it's kind of like, yeah, I win. Get the fuck out of here.
She slams
What
the
a
door
guy.
really loudly, and if she happens to be in the room Cleaves the Lies staying, she shreds his pillow.
Like an angry
And
cat.
pistons
Yeah.
on his rug.
Enjoy this, old man.
Guru hairball.
Oh,
Gross.
horrible.
Like 902 and Ken being back here, knowing how one of them turned out. Is there a pairing or an outlier?
Dawn was present.
Yeah.
But the last thing that I remember seeing. And here he has like, there's definitely a shift as if like he's kind of grasping at something ethereal and then it's pulled back. Dusk. Dusk lifting Dawn's body and running away. As fast as a strider can carry. And then this is the point where like there's an impulse, but he doesn't take it to like push himself up to his feet.
Like,
Dusk abandoned the cairn.
save her sister. Bring her sister to the only healing that could take her from the brink.
Maybe. Probably. Yes.
Or to feed her to the spirals, because everyone's evil and we should all be wearing tinfoil muzzles.
Did you just call me a spiral?
No.
Be careful before you start throwing that around.
I'll work on
He
my
doesn't-
sarcasm.
So he doesn't look like he thought that you genuinely were accusing him,
No.
but he is rebuking you for implying that, like, his friends are spiral dancers.
Even
I'll
though
work
one
on
of them
my
was.
Even if they are.
I'll work on my sarcasm, because apparently tinfoil muzzles wasn't sarcastic enough.
But he's an old Philodox. He's... And then Packet Loss looks between the two of you, then looks back at where Troyan beetled off.
Mackers nods and heads off to wherever Troyan's gone.
Troyan, roll me a dialogue.
Okay. Have you found his room? Does Marcus walk in on you, pissing on him? 5.
You find yourself in... You can either be in the boardroom or you can be in a one of the rooms, but it's a room that the one that you previously occupied.
I'll say the boardroom, otherwise she would just destroy another room.
Yeah.
We don't have time for cleaning.
So there's a long table surrounded by chairs screens on either side of the room. Yeah, there's a macros.
Any percent.
Yeah.
And anyone who has code 902's phone number.
Right. Okay. Macros.
Did you find out anything else from that pedant? I'm pissed off. Just get over it in a second.
Dusk carried Apothea Dawn away. Hopefully just, oh no, my sister's almost dead. I'm gonna run her over to someone who can heal her from the brink. Or my sister is dead and I'm gonna feed her body to the face changer. I don't know.
We have to
Or
go see
option
Dusk.
3.
We have to go see Dusk because that's not what she remembered.
Well, no one remembered anything.
No, but before, when we pulled her back, she remembered never coming here in the first place. She remembered running to New York and only coming back when the fight was done.
That's true. That's a good point.
I'm gonna find some tinfoil and make some muzzles.
Right.
No context. No context provided, and Macros does head off towards wherever ending present might be. His room? Question mark.
Yeah, is he there? That's a good question. And are you... Oh, sorry, yeah.
Troyan is, I think, gonna go try to go to where Dusk has been resting.
Okay. That room is there.
She starts a murder board. Boardroom.
While she's sleeping, you're just
Yeah.
like connecting shit around it?
Okay. Dante, where are you now?
I think I would have gone into downstream. I mean, with no
You
leads
choose
on
to
a...
accompany somebody.
Yeah, I think with no leads on apotheosis, like I can't just go out and try to find apotheosis and not be able to talk.
Okay.
I would. So I don't have this context, but you'd be coming out to go and look for. Well, go into Dusk's
Yeah,
room.
Troyan's slamming doors pretty loudly, so
Oh
you
my
can.
God.
It's easy to tell
I
where
mean,
she is.
onto the
He's like,
breach.
no, he zips over to look in on Dusk as well. I mean, everyone's gonna have recovered some sort of memories that are gonna be doing different things to them. But he's definitely clocking Cleaves the Lie, who might look... I don't know. He might look a bit scorned or something. I don't know. From this interaction. Who knows?
He doesn't seem scorned. He seems more lost in thought.
That's fair.
So Macros is...
Trying to find any percent.
any percent is not in the... I almost called it a freehold. Any percent is not in the cairn.
This whole time.
She texts him, tell me you're safe.
The answer is tracking apotheosis.
Good. Let me know if you need backup.
The answer is South Shore.
Dusk or
So-
Dew or Dawn. Dew. No, someone goes back to their pack, but that's not these two. It's not this triad. It's someone else.
Was that where Juan's parents
Juan? No, not Juan.
was?
Maybe
Because, like, wasn't that where
Yeah.
Code 902's thing was, or was that the West Island?
That
I
was
can't
the West
remember.
Island.
West Island for the pie.
And
for
Dew
sure.
goes to visit his birth pack, but that's in the Laurentians or something. It's up north.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about Dew's birth pack.
Mhm.
Okay.
So for people who don't necessarily know, on the map where it says
South.
the Vieux-Longueuil, so Longueuil here, La Prairie, Broussard, St. Catherine, that's the South Shore.
So-called South Shore.
So
even though it's basically
Clearly
the
east,
Shore,
yeah.
but it's known as the South Shore.
Like you can see those highways going this way.
Mhm.
God, I'm mirrored here. But anyway, you see the highways cutting across the short
Code
part of the island.
902, Point Claire, Juan
Yeah.
leaves the city, gone towards the South Shore, usually gone for days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your sister's name is Janet, not
Yes.
Janice. Whoops.
I only have
Dew's pack is mostly up here.
Yeah, great. So who
Hey.
goes to the South Shore?
Code 902.
Okay. Okay, great.
We don't know why. We didn't
No,
know what he
no.
was doing.
We just know that that's the only time
And I know
South
that
Shore
like
is written for me.
I mean South Shore leads eventually to the States, and that's where any percent was trying to bring Zach to try to get help, etc., etc. So like there's help off the island.
And if Dusk were heading to the Northern Guard,
Yeah.
she would probably be going that way.
The Northern Guard, which is to the south of us, yes. Compass.
Cardinal directions are annoying, especially when they're not correct.
Thank you.
Dusk is sitting upright, or rather, sitting hunched over on the edge of the bed.
Brian grabs a chair and sits on it backwards. Take two. Attempt two.
Dante's just gonna lean against the wall, kind of arms crossed, watching her very carefully for any signs that she might be, I don't know, in psychological distress. Or ready to lie again, if she had lied before. Who knows? He's watching. He's got his eyes.
Her head looks up. She's still wearing her sunglasses as usual.
You got your memories back.
She nods.
Did they contradict what you thought you knew?
She nods.
Can you walk me through everything that came back today?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to.
Why not?
Because I think I need to talk to a Philodox before I talk to anyone else.
Is this like a, I need to call my lawyer?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Cleves is the Philodox,
Oh,
right?
To the
To
moon
the
is
moon.
also a Philodox.
Okay. Well, one of the Philodoxes thinks you're a traitor who abandoned battle, so should I get the other one?
Yes.
Great. Sit tight. She gets up and fucking slams the chair.
Slams the door again?
Yeah, she slams the door again. Shoulders checks Dante by
yeah.
mistake, like on the
No, that's
path.
ow, what the fuck? But yeah.
I just like the impression that like all the hinges in downstream after today are gonna rattle.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little
That's
bit.
great. Ah.
Uh,
Dante will stay in the room with Dusk, and in fact, will start to sort of. He's not trying to be intimidating or threatening, but he's going to move towards her and reach out to try to take her sunglasses off with like a questioning look on his face.
There's a very dismissive slap of her hand. Manners.
He'll. There's like there's an subconscious like how fucking dare you?
Bitch,
but
we
he'll
saved
go,
your
but he's
life.
gonna go back to the
Oh,
wall
God.
and just keep leaving.
oh my god.
What's up with you?
Perhaps an eerie silence as he just stares back.
Cat got your tongue. It's you. You finished what Alice started. Right?
He's hoping that by not responding, that's a yes.
So why could you do it in one day when Alice took 3 years? Is it that Alice figured it out and just didn't share with anyone else? Or are you just that good?
He'll laugh a little dismissively at that.
I don't get you, Silent Line.
Like it.
I don't understand what side you're on.
There's
You should be thanking me.
Dante takes a step towards Dusk. Like, and now it's definitely like the
Touch
fuck
me again, and it's your throat.
That stops him.
You haven't earned that right.
He's-
You haven't been where I have. You haven't seen what I have. You're still a whelp.
His fist is still balled up. Like there's just like tension up and down his arm.
Swap back to you.
Troyan storms out looking for To the Moon.
To the Moon is still sitting outside the cairn.
Look.
A certain convalescing piece of shit is refusing to reveal her memories without a Philodox present, and I can't speak to the other one. Will you accompany me, please?
No. But you can sit here while I go inside.
I need to hear what she has to say.
If she's asking to talk to a Philodox, I think that's because she doesn't want you to hear it. And I'm not leaving this place without a guard. So, sit.
Will you do me a favor?
Hmm?
If she says anything pissy, will you just hit her?
You don't think I'm incapable of a little bit of... Don't worry about it. Have your back.
And she sits on the guard chair backwards.
Like there's a guard chair, first of all.
She was sitting on a rock. Or
She sits on it backwards.
So, like,
Sit on it backwards,
go
yeah.
around it. Okay.
The
Yeah.
record. Yeah.
Straddling the
The
rock.
record. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Just stewing.
Goes inside. Akros.
Would be leaving any percent's room because she's texting him and heading back towards where Troyan was, but not finding Troyan.
You'll get a phone call.
Oh, okay, great,
It's from any percent.
great.
I know.
Hi.
What's up?
She's just sitting on the edge of the river.
Okay.
It looks like she's trying to be left alone. Keeping an eye.
Understandable. Probably having a lot of feelings and remembering.
Wasn't an easy day.
How are you holding up?
I feel pretty good about myself knowing that I wasn't a piece of shit. At least back then.
Seems to be the theme for your care?
Except,
Sept. There we go.
Yeah.
don't worry,
Yourself.
I was plenty much a piece of shit later on.
Sounds like most of us.
Ken and Pete, they stayed behind.
How are you feeling about Pete?
Ken took advantage of my not remembering that I did what I was supposed to guide me down the wrong path. Pete didn't do anything. He just acted like a sanctimonious prick.
Deep sigh. Should we be worried about her?
Apotheosis, you mean?
Was she with you? From what you remember?
No, she argued with Cleves the Lie and insisted that she be allowed to defend the heart.
Did she?
As far as I know. I wasn't inside. I was reporting on enemy movements. And then I trailed them as far as I could once they decided to sound the retreat.
How far did you get?
Not far. After a while, it became clear that if I decided to continue after them, then I'd be overwhelmed.
Which side were you trailing?
The Black Spiral Dancers.
Which direction?
They ended up somewhere on the West Island. Or the West End. One of the two. So, back to the map.
West.
Way.
West.
Womp womp.
Stupid fucking...
We all understand. This is the most important.
So, if you take a look at the island of Montreal, as it is right here, you might be tempted to say that it goes from a southwest to northeast orientation. We don't see it that way. Rotate it, because the way that we see it is that it is west is what is southwest, east is northeast, north is northwest, and south is southeast. So anything that's considered the West Island or West End is kind of if you cut the island in half and it's the western part, so the part that's down below here. So it's still quite a large area. I'll also point out that in terms of the city of Montreal, traditionally, although not specifically, Anglophones tend to live on the west side of the city. Not always, but typically.
Yeah, suburbs, the airport, and further out, a lot of both farmland and green space as well.
Anglophones.
Anglophones.
West Anglo.
Oh, I see.
Wasn't it obvious?
I think, yeah.
I didn't see battle that day. Neither did To the Moon. The only one of us that did was Apotheosis.
Can you see your expression from here?
Hold on, I'll see what I can do. You hear some scuffles and some rustling. Hey, watch it!
Yeah, it's so mysterious.
I mean, if you've also got mind reading powers, I'll take those.
I bet you're feeling confused and annoyed.
My God, he's a genius.
Isn't that my default state?
I wouldn't say confused. She's crying.
Oof.
But she's still in Haman.
Hmm.
Now, admittedly, a wolf sitting out here probably would look a little strange.
I mean, outside the city, the wilds of Longueuil.
There's a Belle Province about 50 meters from here.
Correct.
Belle Province being a casse-croûte, otherwise known as a diner.
Yeah. Chain diner. Greasy spoon.
Captain Sui might be crazy, but we're ridiculously fuckable.
Shit. Secret's out. Boys.
Deal with it.
Does that count as communicating? Or no?
Dante's no.
The only way that you can communicate is through dabs.
So a really
Two dabs
aggressive
for no.
one at
One for you.
dabs for no.
Easier
Thanks.
to lay low when you aren't chatting up a storm, so I'll leave you to it, but don't lose her.
I won't. I'll let you know if she moves.
Say I love you. Just wanted to say that.
Sucks. Trying. What the?
Speaking of love, do any of you need love breaks? Do you need one?
Yeah, breaks are great.
I wouldn't mind a break.
I know you love water, so.
Sure do. Well, I need it now.
Sick burn.
Now the back of my throat feels
What?
all violent.
Wow.
Oh, from the
Yeah.
big D.
I'm not quite sure why John said we were fuckable in response to using the metric system, but
I like to stand up for my fellow Canadians.
Thanks, John. We appreciate it. Frankly, metric system.
Yes, DJ Quiver, that is one of the places where they had their first battle with Alice.
Yeah, downtown Belpro. I don't remember where exactly, but so I know this is like the clinic hours, one of the clinic hours like themes.
Yes,
but
this is actually the very first track that plays when the stream starts.
Right, but it's got booty jam vibes for me personally. I quite like it.
So
for that reason, yep.
The thing that threw me off about the clinic hours that I did on Friday,
Oh yeah,
if you can call it being thrown off, other than the fact that we had Aragorn and Splooey as guests,
which we love.
was that technically it was a clinic hours after dark, and therefore I played the after dark soundtrack as opposed to the standard clinic hours
Much
soundtrack.
sexier. Okay.
And the clinic hours soundtrack I know so that I can tell how far along we are. Just
Of course.
Track. And I don't know the after dark one that well.
You were like, guys, how long has it been? A day? A year? An hour? I have no idea. Did you have a good time?
I did.
Excellent. She Krynos on my more or Mori till I Gaia's howl. Hot. Gross. Hi, Lydia.
I don't
Welcome to
know
break
if
time.
doing anything on a Fomori is considered hot.
I don't think so either, yeah. Alright. I'm also gonna get
Sorry, Liz and I were constructing tinfoil hats.
Oh!
We may need to buy more tinfoil.
Tinfoil muzzles. Be hard to breathe through. I'm also gonna get some water. If that's alright, if you're good to
Yeah,
chat
if
with
anybody
chat.
has any questions out
Whoa.
there. One thing that I'm going to say is that there's some Guru material that was at Gen Con, which is wrapping up today, which makes me look forward to it. I did something silly, and when I pre-ordered the Storyteller screen, I also pre-ordered Shattered Nations at the same time, and I think that the people I pre-ordered it from aren't going to ship one until the other one's available, so oops. Is it okay that you still like Dusk? Aragorn, maybe you'll get that answer later on. But no, the clinic hours should be uploaded by now. I also went through the Ennies, the role-playing awards that they handed at Gen Con, looking through the winners. So the winner, the overall winner of the Ennies this year, if I just call it up here. So in terms of the Ennies, the best game ended up going to Shadow Dark. Shadow Dark is a old school Renaissance, so it's their attempt to bring like really old role playing and update the mechanics and such to make it feel a little more in line with today's sensibilities. And I will admit that sort of game doesn't have a whole lot of pull for me. So I mean, I'll probably take a look at it at some point, but the silver that came up, Outgunned by Two Little Mice. Outgunned looks kind of neat. Outgunned is a game that's very much about like late 80s, 90s action movies. Things like Point Break, Die Hard, Speed, John Wick actually later on. And they're meant to be like fast campaigns about things like, so I have to drive off a cliff, but I don't have enough clips for my gun, so I have to jump out of the car and hold on to the enemy helicopter while I steal a clip from somebody on the inside and fire it with my teeth. Like it's that kind of gonzo action.
Sorry.
That
I'm
sounds
catching
awesome.
up.
Me too, yeah.
Yeah.
So Outgunned is excellent. Okay, excellent. So I did get Outgunned. I bought it, the PDF, not the core book. I don't know if the book's actually. I mean, you could order it through Drive-Thru RPG, but the PDF was on sale, so it was a good thing to get a hold of. But Bardic Lydia, there you go. Hi, you're home. Time to smooch your W5 book. So I'm actually looking forward to Outgunned to look at just as a thing. The other game that caught my attention was Eat the Reich, which is a game about vampire commandos coffin dropped into World War II Paris with the only goal to fight through enemy lines so that they can drink all of Hitler's blood, which to me just sounds kind of badass.
Yeah, it does.
Um,
Okay. We're getting some one-shot material. Some check marks there as well. Sounds really awesome.
Catching up on the s'mores discussion when everyone said it, that graham crackers have a ridiculous history.
Right.
The graham cracker was inspired by the preaching of Sylvester Graham, who was
Yep.
part of the 19th century temperance movement.
Yep.
He believed that minimizing pleasure and stimulation of all kinds, including the prevention of masturbation, coupled with a vegetarian diet anchored by bread made from wheat coarsely ground at home, was how God intended people to live,
Oh.
and that following this natural law would keep people healthy. Towards that end, Graham introduced the world's first graham wafer product. It was a dull, unsifted flour biscuit baked by Graham himself. The sugarless wafers were a key component of the eponymous diet. His preaching was taken up widely in the midst of the 1826 to 1837 cholera pandemic. His followers were called Grahamites, formed one of the first vegetarian movements in America. Graham flour, graham crackers, and graham bread were created for them. Graham neither invented nor profited from these products.
Oh.
Herman Melville has an early reference to the crackers in Book 22, Chapter 1 of his 1852 novel, Peer of the Ambiguities, insert quote.
Pierre.
Kellogg was the same way.
Yep.
Oh yeah, bit of
Yeah,
a.
Kellogg
Graham
basically
crackers.
believes that
Jingle.
that masturbation was one of the greatest sins that you could possibly commit, and it's suspected, and I imagine is probably true, that both Kellogg and Graham were both like absolutely spanking the monkey on all possible occasions.
They're like, I am a terrible sinner. I must repent. I must say that everyone else is terrible for doing what I do too much of. Yeah.
Mea culpa. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, Bardic Lydia. Good old Silver Fangs.
Turn up Panzer Tank.
Morris.
Big fan. Who knew?
We ready to come back?
Yes. Now I'm just gonna be thinking about Pastor Graham's crackers. Sorry.
So there I was, masturbating, and cornflakes fell on me. Anyway.
This is Dante's face. I'm allowed to react, right?
Okay. So now the three of you are in your particular positions. You're just
I'm with Dusk.
chilling with Dusk. You're
Well-
chilling outside.
Yeah, sitting backwards.
At one point, To the Moon
Yeah.
comes in. Beat it.
He casts a suspicious look at Dusk, but he leaves. He's not gonna like push back on this. It's important.
And then as To the Moon closes the door, there's a glance at Dante and like an got you. And then closes the door entirely.
Okay. Uh-oh. I'm suspicious of everyone, guys.
Now,
Don't imagine how you could have gotten that compliment.
is this a good period of time, or is this a good moment to just fast forward time for all of you? Dusk will be talking to the Moon for quite a while,
Yeah.
and
There'll probably be some grumpy pacing and some wondering and
Yeah, the only thing I have on my like characters to-do list can't really be accomplished if he can't communicate, so I'm not even gonna bother. Feels like
Okay.
a bad idea.
Beckers would update Dante on Apotheosis' sitch
Okay.
and wonder where Troy went. And then
And
I
then-
assume you'd at least be able to like walk me towards her or something.
And we'd go outside.
Not so
and-
communicative.
But yeah, I think that would make sense. And
well, the three of you can catch each other up.
Yep.
Dante can't catch you up. But you
Nope.
can catch him up. Macros, if you're going to be spending the day here at Downstream, you will heal your level of aggravated damage, as that means that you've given enough chance for packet loss to.
Oh yeah. Look at my wounds.
My mind immediately went to, the pattern spiders knitting your bones back together. How nice.
Oh,
No, that
Horrible.
makes far more sense.
It's actually the ligaments. ligaments that they're weaving back together. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this moot that is being called? Well, I mean, I imagine we're about to find out. Is this moot going to be called for everyone, or was it a we were invited already, so we know to go? But is there a public Howl of Assembly.
Yeah, because no one asked us to pass on the word
Correct.
to downstream.
And in fact, it
no,
feels like it might be weird.
No one else was necessarily invited.
Interesting.
But that's not to say that you couldn't let people know
That's it.
that's
I'm
happening.
wondering specifically about, like, Cleves.
I mean, Troy's not speaking to Cleves right now.
Okay, it's
Because
gonna
she
be
was
like
a
that.
child.
Or Dante's
think
not
that-
speaking
that-
at all.
Everyone except Sky is still under the complacency of Weatherstorm.
That's right.
But everyone except Zach has memories from this time. So,
Yeah.
And technically Juan.
yeah.
Um,
Juan was not present at the attack. But she wasn't Guru, so
Yeah.
All
Haven't
right.
changed yet. Immune, you can't blame me. I wasn't a guru yet.
I'm a moon.
I'm one.
So cute. But yeah, I mean, we would be ready to go. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're waiting to see if any percent mentions anything about like Apotheosis moving from the riverbank.
No,
But-
any percent continues to give you at least hourly updates, but Apotheosis is not moving.
So strange. But if we don't,
It's actually just a cardboard cutout.
I was
an
gonna say,
effigy.
like, are we sure that it's not? You know.
Yeah, all I can do is sit there and cry.
Yeah, it just falls over.
Love that. God, foiled again.
why does this always happen when I get a girlfriend?
Oh, mattress.
Hey, mattress, mattress, mattress.
I thought you said that she was crying. Well, it's raining and it fell on the cardboard.
She's also wilting. I don't know what to tell you.
But no. In fact, she'll stay there all night. Eventually, To the Moon leaves the room in which Dusk is staying and will go and find the three of you. Don't talk to her. Not until the moon, not tomorrow.
Dante involuntarily rolls his fucking.
You
eyes.
can't even talk anyway, Poindexter.
Shut. Fuck off. It's intro.
She's not a threat right now.
Yeah.
That's as much as I can offer you.
Okay,
There's oddly, To the Moon looks kind of sympathetic towards Troyan in this moment.
like we understand each other. The like, I just want to hit something and I can't. Okay,
What's another day?
we're gonna go to the moot.
Stay here tonight. We'll take care of things tomorrow at the moon. We'll all go.
Good.
I'm going to ask Packet Lost to stay here. He wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And probably any percent will stay here as well. I don't want to risk putting him too much into the contact of Weathered Storm just yet.
Assuming he comes back.
Where is he?
With apotheosis.
Where?
South.
Far?
River.
So not far.
Depends on the river.
That's a good point.
River Belpro South.
It's a good point.
Mississippi, like a
Yes, literally.
goes by.
I'd like to submit this to the RPG Clinic Dialogue Hall of Fame, please. Just this whole exchange. Where?
Reckons
South.
perhaps intentionally being a
River.
bit of a jerk and not that helpful. But yeah.
So good. Oh, God.
Just rest tonight. You can either do it here, you can do it at your own. I don't care. Just, you're not going to learn anything else from Dusk today.
Ooh.
Do you have reason to think that she might make a break for it?
No, otherwise I wouldn't be out here.
Cool.
And if you want to say otherwise, you're welcome to go into that room and watch her sleep. I won't stop you. But I have to ask that you stop talking to her or asking any questions.
I will not be able to do that, so I will keep my distance.
Fine. Then I will watch her. And you'll just have to trust me.
Yeah, I trust you.
Get some rest.
It's not easy.
Figure out how to make this guy speak again.
It's called time.
You ever heard of it?
Was that supposed to hurt?
Fucking God.
Stamina, pop, 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 pop,
Oh my
pop, pop.
Oh my
Ah,
god.
if it isn't Macros, pop, 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 pop. That's your new deed name.
That's a
I see.
DB.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I'll have to get some
Pop, pop.
popcorn or something.
Hey.
I believe sleep is eventually
There's
Yeah.
the chorus from Popcorn. That's the deed name.
yeah, I'm going back to the bar, I guess.
Dante makes no move to leave. He's sleeping at downstream tonight. He's sleeping at downstream.
I think Macros is gonna sleep on a couch near like the entrance area.
Okay.
To hopefully be woken if people come home. Chills
If you're staying in that kind of area, Packet Loss is staying up late. It's got one of the monitors on, and with no sound playing,
Yeah.
although he offers to turn it up for you if you want, he is watching old episodes of MASH
classic.
That's
with
that's
subtitles.
I love him so much.
Yeah, he's the best for sure.
And then after like 2 episodes of MASH, it's just like second he gets up and then you hear a few beeps and then the microwave turning on and then popcorn starting to play.
Hey.
No, Macros isn't bothered. Like, especially since the sound isn't on, she isn't bothered by it. But I don't think she's partaking in popcorn.
There's still a little dish of popcorn that's like put down next to it.
Too good for this world.
And he's just
Karen Dad for sure.
If he's a traitor, I swear to God.
his favorite thing to do, I should point out, while watching MASH, is he likes flicking the popcorn up and catching it in his mouth.
It's amazing.
So he's got like a streak going.
Oh, this guy.
33, 34.
Get out, Packet Loss while you still can. We're all a mess over here.
Yeah, this place is awful.
And so you
We're
end up.
floundering.
Do you eat some of the popcorn?
Probably do. Yeah, but like lying down on the couch, putting it on the floor, and like scooping it out.
You end up
Like,
falling
like,
asleep
the
to
bowl on the floor.
occasional, just like chuckles from Packet Loss and individual
Crunching. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
at the bar. Oh yeah, at the bar.
What's at the bar?
There is no bar. What bar?
Some BSD content.
When you get back to the bar, it's just after dinner, so kind of around when people are starting to show up to the bar because they feel like they want to, let loose and have a bit more fun, or fall into their own sorrows. Shanks is there. Boss,
Yeah. Hi.
you working tonight?
Man.
It's good. It's good to see you put on an apron every once in a while.
Any luck hiring a new employee?
I mean, that other girl who came in didn't apply. So,
Oh, right. Yeah. I think she has a lot on her plate.
haven't found anybody yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you know.
Right. She's just gonna start mixing drinks, looking at orders.
So, every once in a while I get a day off, right? And last time I went on a day off, I went on a date.
Oh, that's great.
It depends on your definition of great. Swing and a miss. I thought bartenders were supposed to be hot.
Wait, you're saying the person you went out with wasn't hot?
No, I just couldn't close.
I'm sure you'll do great next time.
Ah.
Not wanting to have this conversation with her employee.
And yet here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
You ever feel like you just can't finish anything? You start things and just can't seal the deal.
Are you talking about a goodnight kiss, or are you talking about is
we're
this a
talking about a
generality
second
about
date.
goals? Okay.
About, having somebody actually like you.
I'm generally pretty good at getting second dates.
Okay.
Try it.
You're the wrong
Sorry.
person to ask.
Oh, sh-
I get it.
fucking.
And he just starts
No, it's
focusing on his work again.
Oh, shock.
no. I don't really know what to say in this department, because you know that whole as long as you're not looking for something, it'll come falling into your lap. It's a massive cliche, but that's genuinely what happened to me, so I don't know what kind of wisdom I have to offer in this.
I ain't looking for wisdom. I'm just lonely.
When you look in the mirror, are you happy with yourself?
God, no. How about you?
No. Particularly.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's why we're here, right?
No, we're here because
Helping everybody else get there.
it gives us a purpose. In a day where you can have no control over literally anything, and the world is going to shit in so many ways. Someone comes in,
Door opens up.
she keeps talking. Someone comes in, they've had a terrible day too, but you're there and you listen and you give them something to drink.
Theo slides onto a bar stool. That seems like a really good idea, giving somebody something to drink. I mean, it's the sort of thing that you would expect you would do in a place like this. It's what your entire
The
modus
usual,
operandi.
Theo?
Yeah, absolutely, but make it a triple.
I don't think.
Trin preps it herself.
It's been a weird day.
This is Theo. What happened?
You know those moments where you think that you have a day that's just about normal and then something reminds you of something that happened a long time ago?
Yeah. Do you want to... I can bring you a drink over to a booth if you want.
I want to get absolutely fucking drunk.
Okay, you go sit over there. And I'll be over in a bit. See if you want some food as well.
Just what's left over from everyone else's plate. And he gets up.
I imagine Shock's like,
Yeah, Shucks is like, no, you have to pay for your food.
bro, what?
Health code's not gonna like this.
I hope they're not doing a
He goes and sits down.
tonight. Oh, Theo. Sheesh.
Trin makes him a drink and goes over and sits opposite him.
Why Shank looks so depressed? Don't tell me he also remembered something that happened 3 years ago.
No, bad date. Do you know anyone you could hook him up with?
There's a moment of like, if it'll mean that I don't have to pay my bar tab. I'm kidding.
Run a fucking business.
For fuck's sake. I'm just trying not to get deported. Shut up.
There's only one thing that I can tell you about that night.
Yeah.
Night. that I don't think anybody else is going to be able to tell you.
Right.
Alice went to downstream. After the fighting was over, Alice went to downstream.
You followed her.
Yes. At the moment, I was worried that there was going to be another attack on another cairn. And then I saw that she headed there. She went inside, stayed there for an hour, came out, looked exhausted, was exhausted going in, looked exhausted coming out, and then went back to the cairn of the weathered storm.
Okay.
I figured that that necessarily isn't going to be what you are going to remember.
That's very useful information to know.
What the hell happened? You managed to uncover everything. People have their memories back.
Yeah,
I have to assume that if I can remember what happened on that dark day, then everyone else does too.
can. For all the good it's doing us. Memories are contradicting facts.
Contradicting facts doesn't exist. Contradicting remembering exists. A fact is a fact is a fact. There is no such thing as a contradictory fact.
Then there are still holes in facts.
Which means that there's holes in memories or that people are lying to you.
Yeah,
It could be
and with our track record, probably both.
probably. Not only did it happen 3 years ago, but it was a horrible time. A horrible time for a lot of different people out there, and they have difficulty remembering when it isn't something that they can boast about.
Yeah, I lost my temper today, multiple times.
Oh, poor babies.
Shut up.
Not you. Whoever you lost your lost your temper at.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't do anything too permanent.
No.
Good. I don't want people to hate you. That would be very disappointing. I don't hate you, and I don't like it when other people don't agree with me.
Honestly, if they hated me, at least they hated somebody. There have literally been traitors in their midst for years. And there could be more.
You're still worried about that?
Have to be. Someone has to be.
Who do you trust?
I don't know.
Okay.
Not when the enemy can wear so many faces.
There isn't a way for you to be able to protect against that, is there? You see,
Oh my god, if there was.
there's a television show that I watched a long time ago. It's old.
Is it Battlestar Galactica? No, okay, sorry. Please keep going. Older than that.
No, it's animated. It makes me out to be a total weeb. But they did a thing where they all put an X on their arm so that somebody who could take their face wouldn't be able to know. They covered the X's under bandages or wraps or sleeves so that they could always prove to each other that they were who they said they were.
But how do you know if you can trust the person you're putting the X on?
Well, you have to be able to trust your Nakama.
That's just Dante sliding in to be like, the fuck? I'm not here. Sorry.
What does that mean?
Your crew. Your friends.
I can trust them, that goes without saying.
Well, that's a start. And you build out from there. You're listening to me right now, aren't you? You're trusting me, aren't you?
Yeah, for the time being. She finally hands over his drink.
He takes it and starts to gulp it. He gulps.
Right.
That's his thing. He gulps.
That's true. That's true.
Why is this memory so damaging for you? Why did you come in so determined to forget? It's not that bad. You should hear what some other people remembered.
Because I wasn't there. I only got there towards the end. When the fighting was already over and I couldn't help.
Defending that cairn is not your responsibility, Theo.
No, it's not. And I also don't know whether I would have been able to defend it. Remember, I don't trust most of you.
No. And with good reason, honestly. I'm starting to see your way of thinking.
But I don't hold any love for the worm. Or for Project Twilight. And I see now what it did. The fact that it tore your kind apart for 3 years. It makes me wonder how much you could have accomplished if it didn't happen.
Yeah. I think that's why I'm so angry. Part of it.
You can trust anger. You can't trust what it does to you, but you can trust what it means. Anyway, I'm just babbling.
No, you're not.
I thought that was kind of the definition of what I do. I babble. I babble a lot. I babble on.
But when you babble, you have something to say. Anyway, thank you for sharing that. It's helpful.
I don't want you to be fighting with each other. I'd really rather that you turn your sights towards the enemy.
So would I.
But there's something that you're going to have to do.
What?
You're going to have to accept that maybe there's going to be traitors that you will not discover, and that you're just going to have to trust everyone anyway. Because if you can't trust anybody, you will die. That's how wolves die. And he gets out of his booth. They get set apart. Good night.
Night, Theo.
And he leaves.
She texts Macros. If anyone there knows Code 902's phone number, we have to find him. Alice went to downstream after the fight, stayed there for an hour.
On it.
That's bad.
Macros
So bad.
herself her feet and heads over to. I don't know why my brain refuses to keep his name.
Packet loss.
Packet Loss. Thank you. Heads over to Packet Loss.
Because I'm conflating him with Future Block all
Exactly,
the time. I'm saying
exactly.
like Packet
Oh,
Block
once.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Them damn glasswalkers.
Packet Loss.
Hello.
Any chance you have contact details for Code 902?
I am sure that I can find it. Why?
He dropped in on Dante's sister. I don't know. They have some history, but
There's a really...
Dante currently can't do anything in the way of communicating, so just want to give him a nice friendly phone call. There's some teeth in her smile.
Hands you a phone number. He has to look it up. He wasn't like
Yeah.
obscuring it.
No.
It's just tattooed on his arm.
What?
Not giving the phone number to Troyan, and even though Troyan's a smooth talker, she's also displayed some anger today.
Some bouts of rage. Yeah, fair.
Hello.
Friendly neighborhood friend of a friend. Checking up on how you're doing. I know it's been a day.
Fucking sus. I love it.
What do you mean?
I didn't know you dropped in on Dante's sister unannounced.
I'm allowed to see who I want to see.
Look, relationship ends. You should move on. You want to talk? I've got ears.
Are you basically telling me to stay away from Dante's sister?
He'll tell you himself tomorrow, I'm sure. Look, you want to
Whatever,
talk?
you can do. Why would I need to talk?
Where are you?
I'm at home.
Where's home?
Where the heart is.
Cute. Not at, the heart of the cairn or anything cute like that.
No, I'm not at a cairn, and I am not at Juan's house. What do you want?
Why aren't you at downstream?
Why would I be at downstream?
I don't know, because everyone there is fucking hurting, and I assume you are too.
Why are they hurting? What happened?
you sure this is code 902?
Nope.
How we would know that, frankly.
What's Dante's sister's name?
What is this, a joke?
No. What's her name?
Janet?
Great.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, phew.
I'd kill him.
Why the fuck aren't you at Downstream?
This is the best emotes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know where they keep
that?
going so much. Great.
Why?
Like Sonic?
Yeah, it seems to
Sonic?
be like
Sonic.
a meme-ified Sonic. Yeah.
Sorry, repeat what you said.
Why the fuck aren't you at Downstream?
Why would I be?
Because, as I said, everyone's hurting. And if you aren't hurting, then that's a big fucking red flag. So you better start talking.
Why are people hurting?
Why aren't you?
There's like a long pause.
When
Is
did
this
you
some
leave
kind of
Downstream?
twisted ragabash joke?
No, when did you leave when did you leave Downstream?
I don't understand what you're talking about.
What time were you last here?
He gives a time. I don't.
Is it before or after the memories? The time that he gives.
After.
After.
Or when? What do you mean by the memories?
After the memories were returned.
No, it was before then.
So he left before the memories.
I don't think he's been at Downstream.
Yeah,
Has
he's been missing this whole time, right?
Well, no, I'm not
Well,
missing, but I don't
missing.
think he's
Well,
been
like-
He
back.
hasn't returned to
Okay.
downstream
Yeah, yeah.
in a long time.
Okay.
So like the date that he
Right,
gives
right,
you was
okay.
like a
Days
year
ago.
ago.
Right. And nothing interesting happened today. You just decided to drop in on your ex-girlfriend for no good reason.
Maybe I should talk to Dante. Where is he?
Busy doing useful shit for our kind.
He hangs up the phone.
Being burned, by the way. Nice. Like, got him.
So how did your pleasant conversation go? Text.
Johnny's currently meditating, just for the record. I just want to be... That's what he can do right now. So,
Clueless? Question mark. But maybe he's just being dodgy because he doesn't realize everyone else got their memories back.
Okay, so either he didn't regain his memories today, or he never lost them in the first place, or that's not code 902.
Or he did regain his memories. He just doesn't know that everyone else did.
But he would still be thrown by them.
That's why he ran over to cry at Dante's sister. At.
And what did he What did
Yeah,
he say?
exactly.
He said
gosh.
he said something about how he wronged Dante?
Mm-hmm.
So what did he do? Can we do any like beep boops and trace the call or
Hey, back at Lost. Can you do any like beep boops and trace the call?
Oh, we just see Macros
Just
and
one of
Troy's
these?
entire
Like, oh
text
my God.
conversation.
He looks at you and there's just this blank like
I show him the text that says literally that.
They were going, what the fuck?
enhance.
I assume not. Not the movies. Have you had a chance to interact with him? I've only met you recently. That doesn't mean you were here before.
I've never met him.
Cool.
Troy's still texting like a monologue
Okay.
of conspiracy theories. It's just
I
things
don't
like
see why this is my fault.
God damn it, Troy.
It's not. Sorry. Sorry if that seemed... No, it's not. No. Definitely not.
maybe he's compromised, maybe he's the next one that they're going to kill because he's a loose end, maybe he knows too much. It's all individual
Maybe he's
texts.
lurking in the beams above the bar and is ready to drop down and assassinate you.
Well, then I'll just kill him. That's easy.
Did you look up at least?
Get me the traitors where I can see them. Yes, of course I looked up.
With like the success baby beam.
Nice.
We should sleep.
Yes! It's crying out.
That's a 3.
Oh, rage. I missed the R. It was like age.
Age.
Maturity.
This many.
Maturity age for all of us.
Look, in the morning you can talk to Dante.
Yeah. Like, Macris does say we should just sleep.
Fine.
It didn't sound like he was in the middle of slaughtering innocents or something, so we're probably okay even if he is dancing.
Gonna dig me a hole.
Gonna put a BSD in it.
Gonna take the firecracker. So, is that everybody going to sleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dante,
Yes.
this means that you can speak again.
Hooray! And you won't be able to shut him up now.
Good job, Dante.
Thanks, everyone. Sorry, try it.
Yeah, I didn't say good job.
No, I assume you didn't mean it.
Oh.
Just kidding. Just joshing.
Could I just ask real quick, what form does Macris sleep in over there?
Probably haunted.
I think the answer you're looking for
Oh,
is
yeah. Well done. Well,
I will point out that people asking for dreams, Dante fulfilled his dream. He does not
Yes.
need to have any others. If you have other dreams you want to send me, go ahead. I'm only glad to get some creepy ass dreams. Maybe for these two too. Who knows? But-
Hey.
2-2.
Toot. That sounds like something
Yeah.
I could do.
no, you.
So many mattresses.
Bonk.
So
All right. Where do we reconvene? I guess we're all at two of us are at downstream.
Correct.
Troyan will come to downstream. With coffee!
Fantastic.
Sure you're not an angel? Thank you.
Welcome.
Guys, I don't need to get us sidetracked. We need.
Oh my god, welcome back.
Thank you. We need to get to the. Thank you. I'm gonna. He puts it down immediately without touching it.
Ow.
I know we need to. Shut up. We need. I know we need to get to the moon. I know that's important. I need to know what's going on with my sister. I need to make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I would have caught him up, I guess, as Trim was on her way.
This morning, yeah.
To the sister.
And we need to find. Well, I'll just call. Make sure she's okay.
That works too. And here's his number if you want to yell at him after, but check on your sister first.
I will. Is everyone feeling okay? I just want to make sure.
Not weird.
when you wake up, by the way, you have several texts from any percent that just says still here, still here, still here, still here, still here.
I feel like she would have left it on vibrate and might have woken up every time.
Oh God.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you are regularly still getting texts, and it doesn't look like Apotheosis is moving. And one of them, by the way, says still here. I checked if she was alive. She is.
That's good.
I guess a thumbs up.
Dante.
a rocket.
You know, what the hell was that? Dante would lower his voice for this next sort of question, but after, do we need to go and find Apotheosis?
He's relieved any percent.
While this is happening, Troyan takes out a Sharpie and moves towards Dante.
Ah! What are you doing?
She
What are you at?
must stop.
Yeah.
She puts a little X behind his ear.
Okay.
I trust you. Goes to do the same to Macris.
Tickles.
And the same to herself.
How do I
Theo suggested it.
do I do this? He like folds his ear forward to like reveal the X.
Look, not to be morbid, but there is a chance that, you know, people can take other people's faces.
Okay.
So
The safe word is Grape Guru Baja Blast. She like literally points at the
Yeah.
drink fridge.
Grape Guru Baja Blast.
There we go.
Locked in.
okay.
I should write that. I actually should write that down. It's gonna be really
a
problematic.
stupid- Safe word.
Blast.
You like
Blast.
it when they do that, don't you? You like it.
Um,
Great, great, good. I'm afraid I can't stop it. I
can't.
the whole thing.
oh god, I spelled that.
Everyone said the safe word.
Awkward.
Oh.
Stop playing now.
If we get to the point where we can definitively trust anyone else, we just do the same thing. It's a perfect, flawless system.
The only person.
Yeah, unless we perfectly flawlessly trust someone who apparently died.
The only people who have given us reason recently to distrust them are Dusk, she's hiding something, and Code 902. Because Alice visited him, we think. And we need to take that up with him. And maybe we'll have another person to bring to the moot.
Yeah, there's also the fact that Apotheosis should be dead, according to a great many accounts, and she's not.
Don't know that. Guru have incredible staying power. You know that.
Uh-huh.
And she's lawyered up, and her sister is lawyered up. So her sister brought her sister somewhere away from the mountain.
The power of the spirits can't be underestimated. It's entirely possible she was brought back from the brink of death. We don't
Sold
know.
her soul to the devil, aka the spirals, and brought her sister.
Macris, you're not serious.
I don't know.
Theo said we have to get better at trusting people. I'm clearly doing a terrible job of that, but I just needed to say it out loud.
Which I appreciate.
Okay, let's cross things off our list.
Exactly.
Okay.
One thing at a time. There's only two
Great.
people that I'm currently concerned about.
Get to talking, Mr. Silent Stuff.
Dante steps a few meters away to call Janet. It's early as hell, or it's probably not early as hell. Oh, and then he comes back for his coffee and he takes his coffee away. John, Dante wants to call Janet to make sure she's okay because he hasn't called her for a while, and that's kind of bad. She's not going to be happy.
All right.
Better hope to hell she picks up, son.
We can do that.
I guess I could have been pretending to be his.
Why do you think
Lady
that?
Because Zach's mother was hashtag taken to manipulate him.
You know what I need?
Yeah, I
You'll
suppose
find that I have
I need a
support for my
phone
paranoia.
ring.
Ooh.
Ding, ding,
Which I
ding,
have
Oh.
Bell.
Oh,
I don't know why you didn't just record Liz.
ding, ding. There's definitely one somewhere. But it
it's
isn't
open.
going to be on that computer, so. And it's probably old timey.
Mm-hmm.
I also just realized that one of my buttons is animated on this.
Which one is it?
Cute.
Victory.
Yeah, I think it's just the gift that we had or whatever.
That's cute.
Yeah. It's the cloud strife.
Could have.
Stood I?
Hello?
Janet, how-
You didn't call me back, you asshole.
I know. I'm really sorry. Are you okay?
What, were you driving all night?
No, I wasn't. I couldn't call you. I'm sorry. My phone got fucked up. My voice got fucked up. It's a whole thing. Please accept my apology. And just tell me you're okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I had to kick Peter out last night.
Why was he there?
He came over, he was talking about how he feels like he's let you down. And I was like, I don't want to talk about this. You know, we had a relationship. I don't feel comfortable. And he was just telling me this stuff, saying that he'd hoped that he was be able to patch things up with you. And I said, fine, go ahead and patch up with him. Told him to get out. I've never kicked him out before.
Oh.
I thought I was trying to do the right thing.
You gotta do what's gonna keep you safe.
Yeah.
You
It
did
wasn't about safety. He was just boundaries, you know?
Yeah, I do.
I almost wish he was just coming over for other things.
Just a cool, dry desert wind silence from Dante's end. Very good. Yes, exactly. Sorry, just going through a tunnel.
It was just weird.
Did he seem like, I don't know, really upset, really wired?
No.
He
Why?
just had to tell you all of that.
He was seeing if we could find a way to get in touch with you, that I would speak on his behalf to you.
I see.
I told him to leave. He did. And I ate half a pint of ice cream. Because you wouldn't answer your fucking phone, you asshole.
I was an asshole. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Was it good ice cream?
I feel like shit.
Half a bite of ice cream. I understand.
Lactose intolerant. Did I remember to take my Lactaid? No.
That's
I was up half the night.
it's not good for sure.
Ben Jerry's makes a good
I'm really
paste.
yeah, I'm really sorry, Janet.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not your fault.
It isn't. I don't think so either, but this guy, I don't think it's fair that our falling out has anything to do with your falling out. The way that your relationship ended and the way that our relationship ended it shouldn't have anything to do with each other.
It does, though. You know that. It always will.
And maybe he'll move away.
Yeah. You're all right?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna be
take
fine.
take this as me officially not suggesting that the two of you patch up.
Got it. If he wants to talk to me and I see him, I am going to talk to him,
You do you, man.
just so you know. But I'm not in the market to patch things up.
Just do me a favor.
Yeah?
Don't date him.
Okay.
Just don't date him.
Got it. Hang on, let me just make a quick mental note. Don't date the guy I despise. Got
Yeah.
it.
Don't date him.
Okay.
See you later.
Yeah. Hey, have a good one.
She hangs up.
I know you have a big day at work. Hello? No, sorry. Yeah, no.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay,
Oh, that's
good.
weird. Hey.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Both you were talking.
Yeah.
Oh, for Jack.
Janet? Anyway, I return to these two.
Nice.
These two chuckles. Okay.
Hey, what are you doing? Ah, click.
We have to find him.
Immediately.
Yeah.
There's something really weird going on with him.
Here's his phone number. He seemed to want to talk to you, Dante. If he's having the feels.
I don't know how to get him to meet without alerting him to the possibility that he might or might not remember what happened. It's going to be tough. That's all I'm saying.
Look, he went to your sister's house and talked about you, and I called him last night and he talked about you. So clearly,
This guy's obsessed.
clearly he wants to talk to you. Calling him at least makes sense.
Yeah. Just say you're willing to meet up. You don't owe him anything else.
And hook up. I mean,
Don't over-explain.
There's like a
Right.
look past Troy into Macros of like, hook up. Like,
I don't
what?
know. Maybe that's what he wants. Whatever it takes to lure him.
Okay. Don't date him, but have sex with him if it means we can meet up with a god. Okay?
Also, if either of you can
promise
think of anyone who might be
Take it
nice to set up with Shonk, he's feeling...
What's wrong with Sean?
Well, he's having a hard time in the dating department.
Yeah, because he's busy working at this awesome bar.
I don't have fucking time for
Raking
this.
in money.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a
fine.
win once in a while?
So he needs to find himself a secondary employee that he can trust so that he can get out on the market at reasonable dating hours.
I'm trying to encourage that.
He just needs to stop having other responsibilities. Not like no responsibilities, but like bigger responsibilities.
It's bigger than my ball.
Dante is going to take this opportunity to call Peter, aka Code 902. And again, he's taking just a couple steps away
From your phone or from Macros's phone?
from my phone.
Okay.
I want him to know that it's me.
Hi.
Hello? Oh, my sandwich is done. Perfect.
Hi.
So, I feel like we got some stuff to talk about.
Do we?
I think so.
Glad to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
We should meet up then.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I want to be clear. I don't actually have much to say to you. I just think you have some things to say to me. I'm coming off a little aggro. It's because I've had a shitty day, and it's only 9 a.m.
Okay.
It's been a eventful 24 hours. When is it not? Right?
Your packmate called checking up on me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you're calling me now?
Did you...
Did your sister talk to you?
Yeah. She did.
Well, okay.
And she expressed that you wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
And you want to do that in person, face to face.
I never said that,
Oh, okay, great.
but we could. Sure.
I just think it might not be a bad idea.
No, I think that's a great idea.
Code 902, can I ask you something that's gonna probably piss you off?
There's a pause. Sure.
Please take this with the love and the intention that I'm getting at here. We've all fucked up before, right?
Some of us into each other's sisters, but yeah.
The phone like starts to sort of squeal under Dante's hand as he squeezes it like as he's trying to like crush it.
I don't think
I'm gonna
I'm
crush
actually
it.
saying
Oh,
that.
okay,
Sorry. I'm gonna pick that, but
You hold on to that line though. Do you not think it would be worthwhile to try to move past all the shit? Just step into the new century a little bit, you know?
that's why I wanted to reconcile with you.
You want to reconcile with the rest of the sept that you walked away from?
I don't think that's what we're here to discuss.
What are we here to discuss?
You and me.
What about you and me?
We should meet.
You gotta know that doesn't sound good.
We do this over the phone. We can't read each other's facial expressions. Things get misinterpreted. Why don't you go to where we first met? The very first place we met. Do you remember where that is?
Dante would.
The very first place that you met was at the absolute bottom floor of Lucien Lallier metro station.
Not nice.
So, subway stations in Montreal are a little different than in other places because we have rubber wheels instead of steel wheels, which means that our trains are much quieter, but they also can't handle inclines the way that others can. So, some of our metro stations, first of all of our subway is underground.
Yeah.
It never goes above ground. Not like in Toronto, New York, etc.
There's now a light rail. It's bananas, a
Different.
whole other thing. Yeah.
But the thing is, some metro stations therefore have to be pretty shallow, pretty close to the surface, and some are not. The Saint-Vallier is very far underground, very far. It is several stories
Yeah.
when you enter the metro station to when you actually get to where the tracks are. So it's very, 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 very far down. This is where they met.
Got it.
I once ran up those
I
stairs.
was just thinking, and I counted them once. I can't.
Yeah,
remember.
it was
Why?
insane. I
Why?
wanted to see if I could.
Oh, okay.
I
was
could,
thinking,
but I
if you're
was not happy
running
about it.
wait, like you're not saving any time by running up those stairs. Yeah.
No,
They're like
it was more of a
extreme, like probably the longest that an escalator could reliably be at
Yeah.
that time.
they're very, very, very long.
3 of them. Plus another staircase.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Actually, they're
Yep.
It's so
I've been
fucking
there
far.
today.
or are they 4?
I think it's
3.
3.
Yeah, no, you're right. 3. Very deep.
Ground to where the never open deepener is.
Yeah.
Deepener to the switch over.
Never
Switch
open.
over to the turnstiles.
Yeah. Okay. I've got something tonight. How about today?
Sure.
You free now?
I'll be right there.
I'll see you as soon as I can.
I look forward to it.
See you soon.
I love you.
Yeah. I was like, oh, is that more likely to
Click.
be him? Or, oh, what? Hello? Must have been going in for... Dante returns with a very befuddled expression on his face.
up?
What's up is I don't know what's going on with him. He wanted to meet in person. He wanted to meet in the metro. I want you guys to come with me. You can hang back, hang out of sight. I don't want him to get spooked and run.
Sure.
Sure.
I know that that place holds significance for us, but I'm also worried that it's underground. I don't want to be a phone call away from you. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
there's no cell reception down there. Okay.
No facts on how many stairs.
There is
Next
a
time one of us
reception
is there, we can take a video.
There is.
Not
the way
not,
down
Not
there.
my network.
There's
that.
no reception on at subway level.
Okay.
On the along the stairs, it's very.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
probably,
I've
okay.
dropped many a call on those escalators.
Hello.
I'm just going into the back. Oh, fuck.
I don't want to necessarily just guess,
No.
but if something has come up and he's
Compromised?
no, the opposite. I actually was gonna say the opposite. If
Repentant?
he realizes now that he's done something which he didn't realize before,
Yeah. Like pseudo sleeper agent or whatever.
Exactly. then maybe that's why he wants to talk.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just got to be careful.
Yeah. Oh, well. Convenient way to get there is via the metro, and I'll just make sure to be at the far end at the non-existent fire escape exit. And you need help? You scream.
Yeah. It just... We need to resolve this today, one way or the other, with him. He can't be a rogue agent out in the city. He either wants to be part of this sept or he doesn't. Which, Dante recognizes the irony of that coming from him, but that's okay. He's not going to comment.
Yeah. The fact of the matter is, he was left alone with a confirmed dancer during the attack, and then was joined by a second. Something happened.
Ken may have sent him away. We don't know.
We don't know. But
We won't know until we find out.
yeah,
Maybe they knocked him out,
Exactly.
exactly.
locked him in a closet,
Yep.
server room, whatever you people have in your spaces.
Dante motions like, you've been here. We have
I haven't
lots
checked I haven't checked what I assume are closets. Maybe they're all computers in there.
on the server room. You know what? It doesn't matter right now. Let's go. To the metro! We're going to Lucien Lallier, baby. Middle of the morning, potentially?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, can we get that sound effect?
So many sound effects.
There's a very distinctive noise that happens in the Montreal Metro.
Lucien Lallier.
Prochaine station, Lucien Allier.
which I've always thought is fun because it happens to be the first 3 notes of Symphony for the Common Man by some guy who I don't remember.
Even
But
though-
it's the same tones, and just
He was
I
too
think it's-
common to be memorable.
Originally, it was just because that's the sound the Metro
Engines
Yeah,
and-
and now that
they
they
play it.
don't do
Yeah.
that, they play it
record.
exactly. Which
Yeah.
anyway, I just think it's a wonderful. I think it's just synchronicity.
Il fait beau dans le métro.
Bro, that needs to make a cup. Sorry, we'll talk about it
Fucking
later.
yeah.
It needs to come back.
Maybe for the REM when they launch the rest of the branches. That'll do it. So fun.
Please.
So you are headed. You make it to the metro station. Where are each of you going?
This is a good question.
All right, so at
Do you
the
jump the turnstile?
on the metro platform level where the
You
trains
die from metro cups.
where the trains themselves arrive,
Yeah.
most stations will have one exit. Sometimes they have two, but Lucien Allier has one exit with all the tall escalators. But then there's another exit that's labeled as like an emergency exit only. I have no idea where it leads, but it is another exit, and I think leads to locked doors. So Macros is gonna go there.
Okay.
Just hang on.
Troyan's hanging out at that table where all the stuff is for sale, with like the single
Oh,
vendor.
yeah.
She's pretending to look at sunglasses.
I have a friend
wow,
who could use a new
Ray-Bans.
pair. Oh yeah.
Oh wow,
Except-
Ray Bans.
Yeah,
Ray
so-
Bans.
Louis
Ray-Bans.
Vuitton bags. Yeah. Baseball caps. Yeah.
Also spelled with a Q for some reason.
It's a Splooey Vuitton, yeah. Oh my god, authentic.
Hold on.
Oh god.
Louis Vuitton.
Splooey
Yeah.
Vuitton.
Dante is pacing the stretch. I don't know what you call that. The platform. He's like trying to sit. He's like trying to stand. He's on the lookout for code 902.
It doesn't take very long for the metro to arrive and the doors open on the other side.
Right, of course.
And then Code 902 steps out, turns around, and he sees you from across the track, waves, and then goes up and around so that he can come down your side of the track. You'll remember the exits are at the end, so all he has to do is just go up and around.
Okay.
He goes and he sits down next to you, like on the same bench, but a little bit of a distance away. It's a nice place.
Is it?
Don't you know where I get my deed name from?
I don't know if I've actually ever heard the story.
Infiltration.
I've never actually heard the story. You prefer the deed name?
My deed name is Code 902, which means intrusion in the tunnel. And he walks along the edge, like he's walking slowly enough so that you can get up, but he's heading in the opposite direction of where you are, Macros.
Yeah.
And he starts going off, and he pushes past that little flappy door thing.
Oh, like we're going into the tunnel.
Yeah, he's going into the tunnel.
Oh, sheesh. Okay, there's at least Macros would have visual contact.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Troy.
Oh yeah,
as
Troyan
well, so-
sees it. She's following from a distance.
Okay. Oh boy, this is bad. Yeah, Dante's gonna follow. He like looks back as if to look for a metro cop, like an STM
Yeah.
person, but he's also looking for Macros.
Please, you're with me.
Right.
No one's gonna bother you while we're down here. This is my place, my people. You're with a Monar, don't forget.
Yeah.
And he starts to walk. So, if he is walking along this way, that means that he is headed towards Georges Vanier.
Okay. The next metro station.
One of the very few, if not the only one, that doesn't have any buses that goes to it.
Yeah, Georges Vanier sucks.
It's a really weird station.
It's excellent for precisely one voice studio. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also very deep.
Oh, that wasn't an intrusion, Gil. I was invited.
Oh boy.
No, Janet, no.
Damn it, Janet.
Where did we go wrong?
I tried to voice my concerns, but I was too young. I didn't understand how to say what I needed to say.
Say what you need to say now.
It was hard for me to understand if what you were doing as a theurge was in the service of downstream, of Thinking Engine. Because I know you were speaking with spirits beyond Thinking Engine, things that I couldn't understand. And you took me under your wing, but you never explained yourself. You never taught me.
Maybe that's just the way that I've grown up. The way that I've learned how to do things. But you've made a connection with Thinking Engine now, haven't you?
In a way,
What do you mean?
I have, yeah. Just, it's different from yours, it's different from everyone's.
Of course.
It's all unique.
Everyone's going to be different. One way or the other. Right?
Yeah. Peter, yesterday we heard something that we hadn't heard before. I feel like their voices maybe are echoing off the walls as well down
Yeah,
here. It's
Macros is
fucking
now
dark, by the
slowly
way.
creeping down the fake exit to at least like get.
You hear
close.
the sound of a train, and Code 902 just
Oh, no.
backs up against
Okay.
the wall.
Oh,
Just enough so
this is my personal nightmare, but yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
this is
he's
fucking
at, yeah,
awful.
yeah.
There's little
so,
walkways. Yeah.
yeah.
So for a while you have to stop as the train rushes past you. You can feel like the hot air of the wheels, the sizz of electricity next to you.
Once it's gone and maybe there's just the sound of the train kind of disappearing. The night of the attack on Weathered Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We know that you were called upon to defend downstream,
I was.
and you did.
I assume.
Yeah. You don't remember.
No. Nobody can remember that day.
Right. God, there's definitely like a oh fuck sort of moment, and I am gonna try to hide that, please.
let's see
He just starts vomiting.
composure. It's a composure subterfuge, please.
This isn't.
Dante has relatively high intelligence, yeah.
Intelligence, yeah.
So I'm going to provide, because Macros again, that
Still be
just
close, but-
gave us some memory shit before the remembering of everyone else. So if you want to scapegoat,
It's
may
true.
occur to you. Yeah.
And I can throw her under the bus.
Yeah.
If I need to.
Yeah.
If I need to, if I can. Uh-oh. Nope. 2 successes.
7 successes.
Oof.
Okay. Really? Sorry. I mean, like, I'm sure, but...
Two tens.
3 9s and a 5.
2
Yeah.
Classic spiral stats.
Critical
No,
success.
classic.
I rolled
stolen
3
moon
6
stats.
dice and
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
this is
great.
I got 7 successes.
Crit suck.
So there's an attempt to sort of put away, to hide some surprise. But I don't know, he catches Peter's eyes for sure.
Something wrong? Dante, what is it?
I don't know. I thought we could trust everybody now. Thought we had taken care of all of the problems. Take the threats outside.
What do your eyes show you that others don't see? Think back. Remember. Glance. You have the tools.
He's gonna follow Code 902's look, if he's indeed perhaps
He's
looking
looking
away.
off into the distance.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna use
Penumbral senses.
number senses. That's the one. Thank you. It's on top here.
Great.
Is the well? I wouldn't be able to sense the like gauntlet in here as being. It's not like a very natural place. or anything.
Down
It's not
here it
like-
would be the gauntlet would be 3.
Okay. Spend the. I'm doing it, guys.
You could do it, Dante.
Thanks, everyone. Intelligence and wisdom. Okay.
The two of you are falling at a discreet distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you now like joined? up?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say
it's-
so.
You formed like Voltron's leg and torso.
One like Troy has new sunglasses.
Nice. Did you pay for those?
She did. She
Oh, you
did.
didn't.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Holy
8.
shit, that's a nice roll.
Critical.
That's,
Okay.
that's a lot of
That's a lot of
successes.
success. Really unnecessary
Zero
number of
crit
successes,
or
honestly.
total.
You're using penumbral senses to peek through into the Umbra at this point?
Correct.
Okay.
Suggested. I think. You know, Dante wants to also like see Code 902's true self. That's not how the.
So you're looking
Gift
at Code
works.
902 specifically?
I am looking where he was looking, and then
Okay.
perhaps back at him. We'll see.
When you look in the direction that Code 902 was looking, you can see that there's that web of electricity. The Montreal Metro almost forms like the ley lines of the city. That's what the glasswalkers believe. The pulse of pattern spiders. The screech of high voltage electricity. The lit third rail. The shove at the back of your shoulders onto the tracks when you are distracted. I need you to roll me your wits
Okay.
and awareness.
Okay. Okay. I would. Who could have thought? I'd like to petition for a Neo like jump out of the metro if I can.
I mean,
We'll see. We'll see.
Well done, weirdness. That's amazing.
I need to do this.
Please spend everything.
I am.
Hey, that was a 10.
John,
yes.
I got 6 successes. That's a lot of.
Okay, yeah, that is a lot of successes.
Fuck's sake.
I got 8.
No, my body.
What's the fastest form? Is it Hispo or Kindness?
Lupus.
Lupus? Really? Even
Lupus
more
is
than
the fastest
Hispo?
form.
Lupus it is.
Hispo is still.
I feel like it's
Faster
got
than-
muscle, but
Hispo would be.
It's
Hispo is
heavier, right?
sleek.
It's bigger.
yeah.
Right? Like Hispo is absolutely the fastest, but like if you're looking for the best combination of strength, speed, nimbleness, Hispo would likely be your best
Hispo?
bet.
Great,
Yes.
then I will make the rage check.
But you can also gain a rage.
Oh, well then it cancels out. I
Yeah.
get one and I
Troy, and you can also gain a rage if you
Thank
wish.
you.
Dante, you absolutely.
Thank
gain
you.
a
I
rage
was
if
about
you
to
wish.
say, yeah. I as I turn around, and go, what the in slow motion, probably.
You're now caught in the center of the train tracks, and you can hear the metro coming. It's not so much the metro that's the problem, though. It's the third rail. I'm sorry that we could never make up the way that we needed to. But at least now I know.
Dante is going. This is a wild plan, John. He's going to try to draw Peter towards him. It's the oldest trick in the book. I'm gonna try to whisper back to him.
He'll walk
basically.
out and join you.
Oh, great. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah.
I guess he walks us.
You know what?
Know what I'm supposed to tell people.
You're welcome. Thought I could be of service.
You know, just between us, here, when your packmate sees us fall onto the rail, I hope you understand it's not personal.
feels very personal.
Oh. After all, Dante, this is only the second time we've met.
I'm gonna...
End
Yeah,
the session
yeah.
here.
But I'm gonna... Nice. Well... Oh, man. Very good. Wow.
Have fun recapping.
Yeah, seriously.
Scott,
Everyone is angry.
what'd you learn this session?
I learned that this is only the second time that I've met Code 902. I learned that Code 902 is the face. His face is being worn by someone. That's what I learned, or what I'm assuming.
Interesting theory. Elizabeth?
I learned that Alice stirred up some shit after she left Weathered Storm the night of the attack.
Okay.
I learned that Dusk took Dawn's body and has something died.
And I learned that I can't make sessions go for longer than like 2 hours, like in terms of real game time.
Oh, yeah. No, we slept.
Yeah.
Oh, tons
Call
of
out one of
hours.
your players.
I do. I wanted to have that last little drop of water.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to call out Liz as
Oh.
Troyan. I always forget who I do week by week, but
Yeah.
it's all, I want to call it Liz as Troyan. I thought it was so a lot happened and a lot of rage kind of has come out of her and bubbled out of her, but I really appreciated seeing the difference between what Troyan feels is unacceptable, people not reacting strongly enough to things, and what is acceptable, people having a bad time and blaming themselves for it. Shonk. Like, I feel like in that moment you went, you know what, Shonk, actually, you and I do get along.
Yeah.
'Cause we both kind of don't like ourselves very much. It's sad. But there you go.
I wanted to call out your sick burns for Cleave the Lion Dusk.
Oh!
Double call out.
So mad.
Love to do a double call out.
Yeah.
By the way, the mood point is up. The current question is Code 902 is BSD, face stolen, the worst boyfriend, or just antisocial.
Like to vote for all of the
I was
above.
going to say, like,
Yes.
aren't you... These multiple things can be true.
Not mutually exclusive.
Incredible. Oh man, I it's so hard to choose what to call out Macros for, but I'm actually gonna do the call to Code 902 because I think she went in with a very
Oh
specific
my
plan
God.
for how the call was gonna go down, and she couldn't stop macrosing, and it was great. Because we've talked about this before, but I think that's why she and Troyan get along so well, is because when somebody is infuriating, they literally can't be patient with them.
No.
It's impossible. And I just loved watching Macros like lose her patience with him until she sassed him into hanging up. It was great. It was
I
amazing.
win.
Loved it.
I didn't hang up. You. Thank you. I mean, I've got to call out Silent Line, Dante.
It's cool. Yeah. Very cool.
I think you did a lot with very little to work with because you were stuck in silence for half the session, but I feel like you still felt like you were being an effective member of the team. And big ups for how you responded to getting pushed into litter acts.
Thank you. Well, we'll see if there's more of that to come.
Probably.
Can you imagine if you were just like 2 weeks later, like we just time jump to I
To
don't
the
know,
mood.
to the present day,
Oh my
and
god.
it's just okay. Where are your characters now?
And yeah, to echo Kung Fu Fenris's call out of the face stealer, that is such a terrifying antagonist, and I love it, and I hate it. And it's great.
Here's me being
It's
like,
so
okay,
good.
Troy, and mark us behind the ears. Oh, okay, actually, that's a good show. Damn it.
And And the thing is, what went through
Shit.
my head is like Troyan would be thinking, okay, great, we'll mark her up our arms. No, it can't be somewhere where our romantic partners might see it, because we could all be shtupping,
Face
BSDs and
stolen
face
moves,
stealers
yeah.
without realizing
I
it.
hate
So
to see your
better be
asshole.
better be somewhere they could never go.
No,
Apparently
tattoo,
that's-
you can. Oh.
Yeah, it was just this was
You never turn your gaze off of your conquest.
off of Slade. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Shit, man.
unbelievable.
So what's happening this week?
Not much from me, unfortunately. Normally I stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays. I've been having a great run of wonderful streams of late. However, unfortunately, I've got very fortunately, I've got lots of very positive stuff coming out this week. No stream from me on Tuesday, unfortunately. But, as always, the Discord is the place to find out when I'm next going to be back on. I gotta finish Nobody Wants to Die, and then I gotta play some Super Mario RPG. It's been too long. I really want to play it. No long. But what about maybe Wednesday, Thursday, John? Thoughts, feelings on streams?
What the hell is this?
There's some promo with Apple
Yeah.
TV. If you spend money on bits and stuff, you get
Nothing.
something. I don't know. Any streams this week from you, John?
Well, first I'm going to say that the result of the moot
Oh,
point is
yes, of
in.
course.
Most people believe, half the people believe that 902 is face stolen.
Okay.
However, a quarter of the people believe that Code 902 is a BSD. However, there is still one vote each for worst boyfriend and antisocial.
Yeah, who was that one vote for antisocial?
Yeah.
That was me.
John knows the answer.
Oh, I didn't say that that's the only.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just the one you wanted to. Yeah.
Just the one I know the best. There may actually be streams from me
Hey.
this week because there's actually going to be a few days where I won't have to go into the office, which means that I'll be here, which means that I can start a stream up. I'm thinking it might be some Slay the Spire. It's sort of I've been playing recently, and honestly, it makes for a good stream. That might be tomorrow.
Perfect.
Keep an eye out. I'll announce it tomorrow early if it's happening, because that would be fun. If not, then maybe I'll still stream on Tuesday.
Perfect.
It won't be Wednesday, likely, and it definitely won't be Thursday. That I know.
Okey-doke.
I have to thank Splooey and Erwin for being on Clinic Hours last week. That had just hit the Yub Tubs. And I should probably put it on the podcast as well. But we'll see if we can get another Clinic Hours in there. So just don't forget, if you want to see Clinic Hours, and I know that a whole bunch of you do, you need to send in things to talk about. That makes me way more likely to run. What about this weekend?
Who's the thing? Yeah.
So Punchy is up in the air. There's a very strong chance that Punchy will not be happening this week, unfortunately. The same thing for Drew Crew. There's a few things that need to be solidified first.
Which will.
Maybe I'll just still stream Punchy.
That's it.
I honestly
I'm
do
sure
the
there will be
whole
a steel
stream.
stream.
Stream Punchy.
Whoa!
Now I'm volunteering other people. I shouldn't do that.
If we do,
Yeah,
I
have a
mean,
new microphone.
I will say if we can, we will try to stream because Cyber Punchy has been
Oh my god, so much
pretty
fun.
hilarious.
Cyber Punchy is hilarious. It is
Like,
definitely worth
honestly
watching.
ridiculous.
If it isn't happening though, then say what you might want to see as a steel stream from either of us, and maybe we can make it happen.
Yeah. Book club not this week, I
I
assume?
don't think so,
Great.
no.
Then next Sunday there will be another episode of Montreal by Moonlight, episode 42.
Montreal by Metro Light.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it is Sunday. Sorry.
Oh,
okay,
I
great.
forgot. It is. Right.
Punchy Book
Punchy
Club
Book Club at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah. Treat.
I guarantee that next session will not be a cliffhanger. That's a lie. I can't make that guarantee.
You
I
can't
can never make that guarantee.
You on about? Sometimes we don't though.
But I will look forward to seeing as many people as I can, either there or listening to the podcast or watching on YouTube later on. Do have to thank, of course, She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Bleeds the Light Invincible for being around here. Super appreciated there. If you have notes, especially along the technical lines, we do want to hear those. Throw them up on the Discord. We'd love to hear it. And in the meantime, I'm just going to be headed in, some random direction. Maybe that way?
Could be, but why not?
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye. I can only communicate through dabs now.